Striving for the Luxury Liner. Volume 1. Story. After getting drunk and falling into the sea, when he woke up, he found himself in a meadow. He is chased by a rabbit with horns and wakes up to find that he has come to another world. The cheat that was randomly given to him was to summon a ship. This is a story about an ordinary protagonist who strives for a luxurious, rich, and harem life while remaining ordinary. This was requested by Mouse. Thank you for support. Striving for the Luxury Liner. Volume 1. Prologue and Chapter 1. Prologue. I woke up in a meadow. I don't know what I am talking about. Why am I in a meadow? Why was I lying in a meadow? Where am I? It's a big mess. My cell phone is. No, I don't have anything. Why, you ask? As for myself, I'm Wataru Toyomi, 20 years old, a light otaku, likes anime and manga, medium build, average looking, a university student that you can find plenty out there. I can remember things about myself, and I'm not suffering from amnesia. Let's see if I can trace back as far as I can. Yesterday, I had a drink with my college friends. We ate and drank as much as we could at a pub, and then went to karaoke and had a great time until early in the morning. After that, then we split up and walked home, and I fell into the sea. Yes, I was pleasantly walking along the seaside road and got tired and sat on the guardrail to rest. I staggered and fell into the sea. Why would I be in the meadow if I fell into the sea? I don't remember crawling out of the sea by myself. Did someone help me? Help me and left me in the meadow? I don't get it. I don't know what it means, but I can't stay here. I have to move. I don't even know which direction to go, but if I keep walking, I'll find a road, right? I heard rustling sounds, so I checked and saw a rabbit coming out of the bushes. Why does a rabbit have a horn on its head? Whoa. As I was escaping from reality, the rabbit jumped at me. I couldn't avoid it, and the horn grazed my arm. As I was scared of the pain and bleeding, the rabbit with a horn jumped at me again. Not knowing what to do, I started to run away. I ran to my limit and fell down on the grass. Had I escaped? I wanted to think it was a dream, but I was running out of breath, and my arm, cut by the horn and bleeding, was telling me that it was real. Haha, maybe this is a fantasy world. Rabbit with a horn often appears in novels, don't they? Could it be that I have gone crazy? While confused, I recall a certain word, status. A translucent screen appeared in front of me in response to the word status, which I said half-jokingly. Haha, there it is, the status screen. Name, Wataru Toyomi. Age, 20. Race, human. Occupation, ship's captain. Level 1. Physical strength, 100 magic power, 8 strength, 12 intelligence, 22 dexterity, 18 luck, 15 skills. Language comprehension, unique. Ship summoning level 1, unique. Language comprehension, unique. Ship summoning level 1, unique. Looking at the status screen in front of me, I felt a desire to escape reality but also an indescribable sense of excitement, perhaps due to my otaku nature. There is a blinking beep in the lower right corner of the screen. Is it a message? I tried to touch it, but my finger slipped through the screen. In this case, if I look at the light novel and think strongly. Open. Whoa, light novel is really amazing. The message that opened was, nice to meet you, Wataru Toyomi-kun. You have fallen between worlds and wandered into this world. Unfortunately, I cannot return you to your original world. I can't interfere too much, but I know how difficult it is, so I've given you 2 things, language comprehension and ship summoning. Language comprehension is a skill that allows you to read and write all languages. As for the ship summoning, I chose it because you seem to have fallen from the sea, and your name sounds like it. I cannot interfere in any way from now on, so please enjoy this world. P.S. There have been several people who have wandered into this world, and some have been badly hurt in their search for useful knowledge. It is better to keep your otherworldliness to yourself. Is this really another world? And I can't go back? It seems like something like that, so it was chosen because it seems suitable. Even though this is a meadow, summon the ship. This was the moment I understood that I had wandered into another world. Chapter 1, Status Checks and Cheats. After reading the message, I checked the status again, feeling somewhat unconvinced. Name, Wataru Toyomi. Age, 20. Race, human. Occupation, ship's captain. Level 1. Physical strength, 100 magic power, 8 strength, 12 intelligence, 22 dexterity, 18 luck, 15 skills. Language comprehension, unique. Ship summoning level 1, unique. I don't know anything about ships, so why is my occupation ship's captain? Is it because I got the ship summoning skill? And this status is not strong, right? Magic power rate means I have magic power, which means I can use magic, but I wonder if I can use magic with only 8. It hurts to come to another world and not be able to use magic. I have a little bit of magic power, so it doesn't sound like I'll never be able to use magic, and I'll be happy if I can manage it. I read the message, and it didn't say anything about giving me a cheat. There are some monster-like creatures, and I don't know if I can get to the place where there are people with this status. I checked the status, mumbling, and gradually became more and more anxious. There's no problem, I have a skill. It says something about unique, and unique is supposed to be a great skill, right? While muttering this, I look at the skill. Language comprehension means I can understand all words and letters. I guess language comprehension is exactly what it says, but it says all of them, which seems to be a unique skill. I can't fight with it, though. If I can understand all words and letters, I could make a lot of money if there are any letters that haven't been deciphered. Well, that is, if I can get to a safe place. No problem. The next step is to summon the ship. Though I'm in a meadow, I pushed aside my fears that I would be stuck with a skill I couldn't fight with and focused my gaze on the ship summoning. Ship summoning level 1. You can summon a purchased ship. You can keep the purchased ship in the best condition and control it at will. You can purchase a new ship from the purchase screen. Basic rowboat, wooden. The number of people is limited to 2. Special features, unsinkable, indestructible, boarding rejection. I know it. This ship summoning. I knew that summoning a boat in a meadow wasn't very likely, but it was the only way. I wanted to believe in it. To explain a skill that I had thought was thinly disguised in the corner of my mind. With my slightest expectation shattered, I kneeled on the ground and slumped down. 5 minutes later. Phew, I generally didn't understand the meaning of the meadow when I fell into the sea. At least if it had been the sea, I might have been able to use the wooden rowboat. But to begin with, a ship captain in a boat floating on a pond. I can't help but stay here like this, although I'm not convinced. If I don't do something about it, I could seriously die. I managed to gather up my shattered feelings and tried summoning a boat. I can somehow understand how to summon a ship, probably because of my skills. I wonder if I can summon a ship even though I'm not on the water. I'll just have to give it a try. Ship summoning. I don't really need to say it out loud, but I just tried to be cool, sticking my right arm out in front of me and chanting ship summoning as if it were an incantation. At the same time as the word, a light like a magic circle appears on the ground, and a rowboat is summoned from within the magic circle. I look at the rowboat that has fallen diagonally to the ground with a clatter and checks its status, feeling a helpless emptiness at the gap between the coolness of the magic circle of light and the rowboat that has come out. My magic power is still 8. Doesn't summoning a boat consume magic power? Is it because it is unique, or is it because I can't use the ship summoning with 8 magic power, so they made it without magic power consumption? It seems like it could be either. Oh well, now let's check out the rowboat. I wonder if it could move on the ground with ease. As I examined the rowboat with my wish in mind, I found it to be an ordinary wooden rowboat with nothing special about it. I had a slight, really slight hope. There was no such thing as rowing the oars and then going forward on the ground or floating through the air. Phew, I know it's a rowboat, but these oars are saving grace. It's made of wood, but it's big and long, and with it, I think I can manage even a rabbit with a horn. Can I just leave the oar and repatriate the main body of the boat? If I repatriate the body, the oar will be repatriated together with it. If I could leave the oar alone, I would have been able to proceed with peace of mind. I want to get to a safe place before nightfall, so I'll just take the oars and go on. From there, I can try repatriation and resummoning. At any rate, I take the oars and go on. I'd like to get to the road somehow. I don't have any drinking water, so if I can find a river or something, I can get drinking water, and the rowboat can be of great use. I have a feeling a river would be better than a road. I walked for about an hour, frightened by the noise. I think I should take a break and try to repatriate and resummon around here. Yeah, even though I am far away from there, wooden rowboat, I can somehow tell where the boat is, and I can summon it. I'm glad to know that I was able to resummon the boat without any problems. Come to think of it, I think there's more to the ship summoning. Let's check it out. Special features: unsinkable, indestructible, boarding rejection. Huh? This is awesome, right? Could this be a cheat? Is this a cheat? I look at the features of the status ship summoning, unsinkable, indestructible, and boarding rejection and check it. Unsinkable, indestructible, cannot be sunk, cannot be broken. Yeah, unsinkable and indestructible are the best features for a ship. I think it would be a pretty good cheat if the same features were attached to ships that can be bought on the purchase screen. Boarding rejection. Nothing is allowed on board without the captain's permission. In case the permission is cancelled, the person will be thrown out of the ship. If anyone tries to kill or injure anyone on board, they will be ejected from the ship. Does the boarding rejection feature mean that people just can't come on board? If the part about not letting anything in is not only for people but also for monsters, that would be a cheat. Next time I hear a noise, I should try to avoid it and test the effect of the boarding rejection. If a demon appears, I should summon a boat and check the effect of the boarding rejection and also if I can attack with oars from the top of the boat later. A rabbit with a horn? Or should I just choose a horned rabbit now? If it is a horned rabbit, I think I can beat it with just oars, and if not, I will run away. After a while, I heard a rustling sound. I immediately summoned a boat and took a position on the rowboat. I suppressed my desire to run away and prepared for the attack while holding the oar, but the horned rabbit jumped on me. Ugh! I was so frightened that I made a strange noise, but the rabbit was repelled by something like an invisible wall. The invisible wall seems to have some kind of barrier. It seems that monsters can also be rejected to board the ship. Maybe this is a cheat. But it is scary because the ship is so small, and the distance between the barrier and myself is so close. The horned rabbit has repeatedly hit the barrier and has been bounced off. If it looks like it's not going to work, why don't you just give up? In the first place, rabbits are herbivores, aren't they? So why do they attack people? After watching the barrier repel the horned rabbit several times, I began feeling more at ease. Let's try attacking with the oar. The horned rabbit is hitting the barrier with its body. I matched the timing 3.2.1. Now, when I slam the oar into the horned rabbit, the rabbit bounces off and rolls on the grass. I slowly approach the rabbit and poke it with the oar. It did not react at all. Did I beat it? It seems that I have defeated it. Phew, I never thought a rabbit could be so ferocious. This world must be quite dangerous. At least I managed to defeat it. There are still many things I need to check, but I may be able to manage them. First, let's deal with the horned rabbit. I don't know if it is edible or not, but it is too good to throw it away now that I don't have anything. I think animals have to be drained of blood. I don't have a knife. What should I do? After much deliberation, I smashed the horns of the horned rabbit with an oar and stuck the horns into its neck and both ankles. It was not vigorous, but the blood flowed out, so at least I should be able to drain it. I've heard that draining blood while the heart is still beating is a good idea, but I can't capture it alive. I'm thirsty. I'm going to die if I don't find a river. With no water, I guess I'll just have to keep going. Striving for the Luxury Liner, Volume 1 Chapter 2. Enjoy. Chapter 2. Town and Adventurers Guild. It's a road. After walking for 2 hours and winning 5 battles with horned rabbits, I managed to reach the road. This is a road, isn't it? It's not paved, but there are traces of wheels, monsters, skills, and magic. It looks like the kind of medieval Europe that is common in fantasy worlds. I'm curious to see what kind of world it is, but first, I have to decide which way to go. Which way should I go on this road? Right or left? I hope both are close to a human settlement, but there's no point in worrying about it. I feel like most of the footprints of people and horses are heading right, so let's go right. I was thirsty, but the 6 horned rabbits I had killed were heavy. I couldn't carry them, so I tied them up with long vines and carried them. It was getting dark and took me several hours of walking, suffering from thirst and impatience. Then, finally, I saw something that looked like a city wall. It looked like a magnificent city surrounded by a large wall. With relief, I get in line, probably waiting to enter. On the way there, I thought about how to enter the city without being recognized as an otherworldly person. Looking at the gates, I see that most people show what looks like identification, and in rare cases, some people hand over what looks like coins. I had neither ID nor coins, and all I had was a 6-horned rabbit. Looking around, I saw that people were dressed very differently. No one is wearing a white t-shirt and jeans. It's kind of hard because it's so wrong in so many ways. I thought that I could go with the bandit attack or the amnesia template, but I don't know what to do. Amnesia in loose clothing. Is too suspicious. Attacked by bandits and had luggage stolen. Which might be unusual, but the fact that my jeans were not stolen is going to be suspicious. I came out of the village and was attacked by monsters, threw out my luggage and ran away. This sounds the best. Monsters, goblins, or wolves are the orthodox ones. But another goblins? To gather information, I asked a peddler in line in front of me. Excuse me, you are a merchant, aren't you? Yes, what can I do for you, young man? He responded in a surprisingly friendly manner. When I thought about it, it was my first conversation in another world. My first conversation was with an old man. That reminds me, there was no template of rescuing a carriage that was being attacked by monsters. There was no such a tempestuous situation at all. I don't have the ability to help, though. Oops, it's a conversation with a merchant. I must gather information. Actually, I was attacked by a monster on my way out of the village. I managed to escape while throwing away my luggage. But now I only have the 6-horned rabbits I had hunted earlier. Can I go inside with this? That's tough luck. Were you attacked by goblins or something? Goblins? They are there, after all. Yes, that's how I got to the city for the first time, all by myself. I don't know how to get into the city, so I was hoping you could help me out. If you don't have an ID, you can go in for 5 coppers after you touch the crystal and prove you are not a criminal. With a temporary ID for 3 days. You can register with the Adventurers Guild while you're there, and they'll probably let you in if you give one of those horned rabbits to them. Thank you very much. You will have a hard time from now on, but good luck, young man. Yes, sir. I think I can manage. About 10 more people will be entering the gate. I'm glad I have the horned rabbits. Next, it's my turn. I'm very nervous. Do you have your ID? I was attacked by a monster on the way here, and I lost all my belongings. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Here are the rules. Touch this appraisal crystal. When I touched the crystal, it glowed blue. Is that okay? All right. There's no criminal record. Can you pay the 5 coppers? I have no coins because I lost my luggage. I was told this horned rabbit would do fine. Can I enter with it? Yes. The blood has been drained. The horns are broken. But there are few scratches, and it is probably worth 5 coppers. You may enter. Welcome to the Western City. Thank you, sir. I would like to register with the Adventurers Guild. Can you tell me where I can find it? Yes, continue straight down the main street, and you will see a large building on the left. It's marked with a sword and shield. Thank you. It's called the Western City. I guess it's a city on the western side of this country. What's the name of this country anyway? I guess I managed it. It was a hard mission for me, a coward. But I still have to register as an adventurer, don't I? Walking down the bustling main street. There are many different stores, many different races. Those are cat ears, aren't they? It piqued my curiosity, but I didn't have time to look around. I need to register as an adventurer and find a place to rest. Is this the Adventurers Guild, or will they discover my skills when I register? With 2 unique skills, I'm afraid I'll look notorious if they find out, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I guess I'll just have to take it as it comes. When I enter, there are 5 beautiful guild staff Anisans and 1 tough-looking old man sitting at the counter. Naturally, there is no one in front of the old man, and there is a line at the counter for the Anisans. Well, if I could afford it, I would like to wait in line to be accepted by the beautiful Anisans, but today, I'm almost at my limit. It seems like there might be a scenario in which a tough-looking old man is actually a guild master, but to be honest, I don't really care. I want to get this over with and take a rest, so I go to the old man's counter. Excuse me, can I register as an adventurer here? Yes, you can. Thank you very much. Touch the appraisal crystal. The registration fee is 1 silver coin. Can I manage 1 silver coin with 5 horned rabbits? The gatekeeper said that 1 horned rabbit is worth more than 5 copper coins. So if it was worth at least 25 copper coins or 1 silver coin for 10 copper coins, I could manage. Can I get it? Well, I lost all my luggage before I reached the city, and I only have 5 horned rabbits. Can I get by with this? Not enough. But we can lend you the 1 silver coin for the registration fee. You have 1 month to pay it back, and if you fail to do so, you will be forced to clean the sewers and do other jobs that people don't like to do until the repayment is completed. How many copper coins are in 1 silver coin? Since 10 copper coins did not equal 1 silver coin, perhaps 100 copper coins equal 1 silver coin. But what if it was 1,000 copper coins or something like that? Can I ask that without sounding suspicious? How many horned rabbits does it take to earn 1 silver coin? Unless they are torn to pieces, each rabbit costs at least 5 coppers, so if you bring 20 rabbits, you should be able to make 1 silver coin. By the way, are there any good places to hunt horned rabbits? The breeding grounds are in the meadow in front of the forest in the southwestern direction from the south gate of this western city. But don't go too close to the forest because goblins will come out. 100 copper coins for 1 silver coin or 20 horned rabbits in 1 month. That sounds fine to me. Even if it costs money to live, it seems to be manageable. Please lend me a silver coin, and I'll sign up. Okay, touch the crystal. When I touched the crystal, it glowed, and a card came out from the table below. Here you go. This is the F-rank adventurer's card. If there are parts of the card that you want to hide, such as skills or magic, you can do so by tracing them while thinking of concealment. There are many adventurers who hide their cards. Some only show their skills to trusted friends, while others display the skills they want to show off. I understand. Thank you very much. I'll hide it before I forget. Name, Wataru Toyomi. Age, 20. Race, human. Occupation, ship's captain. Level 2. Physical strength, 120. Magic power, 10 strength. 14 intelligence, 24 dexterity, 20 luck, 15 skills, language comprehension, unique, ship summoning level 1, unique. Whoa, my level is up. I didn't get any message. Did I miss it? My stats are up 20 in physical strength, and everything else is up 2 except for luck. I wonder if they go up on average. Too bad luck doesn't go up. I wonder if I should hide it for now. What about my last name or something? I'll hide it just in case. Or if I hide the rest of my skills, it won't be a problem. Name, Wataru. Age, 20. Race, human. Occupation, ship's captain. Level 2. Physical strength, 120. Magic power, 10 strength, 14 intelligence, 24 dexterity, 20 luck, 15. I feel much better now. I've got my ID, and it's kind of a relief. Can you read? If so, read this booklet carefully. It contains the basic rules of being an adventurer. That's all. Yes, and I would like to sell my horned rabbit for cash. Can I do it here? Take it to the purchase counter in the back. Yes. That was the end of the registration process, right? It was convenient because he didn't ask me about my skills or anything. But is it normal to just be handed a booklet and told to read it? I feel like I've been cut out of the process. Well, if there's something I don't understand, I can just come back and ask again. I'm sorry, can you buy these? 5 horned rabbits. The blood was drained properly. The wounds on the necks are a little rough. 1 rabbit is worth 7 coppers, so I'll give you 35 coppers for all of them. That will be fine. Thank you. Oh, could you tell me where I can find a cheap place to stay? If you don't fancy a private room, I recommend the guild-owned inn next door. The rooms are big, and people sleep in the same room. But it costs only 10 coppers per night. Thank you very much. I'll have a look. Sleeping in a large room can't be helped while I have 1 silver coin debt. I'll work hard to earn money and at least be able to stay in a private room. Is this it? Excuse me. I'd like to stay here. Is that okay? It's 10 coppers per night, plus 5 coppers for food. I'd like to stay overnight only today. Here are 10 coppers. You can sleep in any of the available spaces in the big room on the 2nd floor. The well is in the back of the building, so you can use it as you like. Yes, I'll use the well first. I could use the well. I was thirsty, but I didn't really know what to do. I washed my face, drank plenty of water, and went to bed for the night. I have a lot to think about, but I can't take it anymore. Good night. Debt, 1 silver coin. Balance, 25 copper coins. Striving for the luxury liner, Volume 1 Chapter 3. Here's the chapter. Enjoy. Chapter 3, Rabbit Hunting and Future Prospects. It's morning. I look around and see no one. I guess I slept too well. I slept soundly, even though it was in a large room with a bunch of people sleeping together, an environment in which it was usually difficult to sleep. Suddenly lost in another world, I managed to get through the first day. I need to make a proper plan for what I'm going to do now. Oh no, I'm so hungry I can't think straight. I haven't eaten for a whole day. Let's go out to eat. Good morning. I greeted the landlady, who replied, it's already noon. I must have slept too much. I washed my face and rinsed my mouth out in the well. Landlady-san, Can I use the toilet? Oh, there's one right there. Thank you. Japanese-style potty. I'm not good at it. The thing to wipe is this leaf. Not good at it. Let's get back on track and do my best. I bought 2 grilled rabbit skewers and a loaf of bread at a stall I saw along the main street for 3 copper coins. I guessed it was about 100 yen per copper coin. The grilled rabbit skewers, my first meal in another world, were hearty and tasty, but I was a little disappointed that they were only salted. Spices may be expensive. Also, the bread is hard. My plan for today is to buy the minimum necessary tools and earn enough money to stay for the night. After earning money, I will leave early and spend the night making plans for the future. When I was in Japan, I never thought that just having a definite place to stay would make me feel so much better. It is important to have a place to go back to, even if it is just to sleep in a small bed. Walking down the main street, I found a tool shop and approached the shopkeeper, thinking about what I needed. Excuse me, I need a bag to hold my catch, a knife to dismantle it, a water bottle, a toothbrush, toothpaste, a towel, and a bag to hold them in. But since I don't have enough money, can I buy them all for the lowest possible price of 22 copper coins? 22 coppers? That's a little tight, you know. I'll just list the cheapest ones, and you can choose what you want to buy. Okay, let's see. A bag, 5 coppers, a dismantling knife, 7 coppers, a water bottle, 5 coppers, a toothbrush, 2 coppers, toothpaste, salt, 1 coppers, and a towel, 5 coppers. 25 coppers in all. I'll give up the towels. Please give me the rest for 20 coppers. Okay. Also, do you have a bag to put all this stuff in for 2 coppers? This bag is fine for 2 coppers. I'll take that too. Balance 0. I need 15 copper coins for tonight's lodging and dinner. I need to hunt at least 3 horned rabbits for a minimum of 5 coppers each. The most common place to find horned rabbits is outside the south gate of this western city, in the southwestern direction, just before the forest. Shall I go the right way? Oh, let's fill the water bottles at the inn first. When I left the south gate, I only needed to show my guild card to get through, so I walked to the southwest. After walking for about 30 minutes, I saw a forest. Is this the right place to go? As soon as I arrived, the bushes swayed, and a horned rabbit appeared. I immediately summoned a boat, a rowboat. It's too much trouble. Let's just choose the boat. I take up position on the boat and slam the oar into the horned rabbit, which is body slamming into the barrier. It's easy. I feel like cheating, but there is no time to spare, so let's just keep on hunting. Oh, I bought a cheap dismantling knife, too, and I have to make sure I drain the blood out of it. It's a simple job. Walk around. The bushes shake. Summon a boat. Hit the horned rabbit with an oar. Repeat the draining of the blood process. 2 hours later, I got 9 horned rabbits. Thanks to the breeding grounds alone, I hunted more in a short time than yesterday. They attacked me once but in multiples, but thanks to the boarding rejection, I was able to take them out one by one with no problem. It's looking good, and as planned, I'll return early today to make plans for the future. I returned to the guild and headed for the purchasing counter. I want to sell 9 horned rabbits. Please. They have been drained of their blood properly. Each rabbit is clean and has only a few scratches, so I'll take them for 8 coppers, or 72 coppers in all. Oh, the purchase price goes up by 1 copper coin per rabbit. Nice job. Dismantling knife. Yes, I'll take it. Let's buy the towels I couldn't afford during the day and head back to the inn. Welcome back. Would you like to stay over again today? Yes, I would like to stay again today, please. Also, I would like to order dinner today. That's a total of 15 coppers. Dinner can be served any time between the 6th and 8th bells. Bells? In the western city, they ring bells every 2 hours from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening. Didn't you notice? I didn't notice. I was sound asleep last night. Here are 15 coppers. Give this board to the dining hall whenever you come in, and you will be served a meal. When I returned to the big room, there were only 2 people in the room. Probably because it was still early. Corner get. I was slightly excited to have gotten one of the only 4 corner parts in this large room. Now let's get worked up and make plans for the future. What shall I do? Let's list the things I need to do and the things I'm concerned about. Pay off 1 silver coin of debt. Read the Adventurers Guild booklet. Ask many questions at the guild. Check the purchase screen for skill ship summoning. Summon skill ships. and try out different things outside. I need new underwear and clothes. If there is a library, research this country and surrounding countries. Find out about races. Find out the value of money. Bathe in a well. Find out if I can stay in a private inn. I guess that's about it. Let's get on with what I can do now. The first thing I can do is the booklet. It's thin and quick to read. Well, to summarize, the Adventurers Guild does not belong to a country. They do not participate in wars. They are divided into F, E, D, C, B, A, S, SS, and SSS ranks. You can receive requests up to one rank higher than your own rank. If you complete the requests, you can get up to rank C. But there is a test to get up to rank B or higher. There is a mandatory request for C rank and above in case of emergency. There is an appointment request for high ranks. If you don't accept requests for a certain period, your guild card will expire. The guild card will expire if you don't receive requests for a certain period. F, 1 month. E, 3 months. D, 6 months. C, 1 year. It's almost the same organization as the templates. But what should I do? I'm not good at fighting and don't want to force myself to raise my rank. It would be enough if I could raise my rank to about D rank, where there are no mandatory requests. Next is the purchasing screen for the ship summoning. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I open up my status, and whoops, my level is up again. I'm now level 3. I'm up 20 in physical strength and 2 in everything else except luck. Will it continue like this? Never mind. Let's check the purchase screen. Rubber boat, 50 copper coins. Swan boat, 30 silver coins. Motorboat, 40 silver coins. Fishing boat, 4 gold coins. Cruisers, 20 gold coins. Ferry, cargo ship, 100 platinum coins. Luxury cruise ship, 500 platinum coins. Is this what I can buy? I see crazy prices along the way. Platinum coins? How many are those? Copper coin equals 100 yen. Silver coin equals I'm pretty sure up to 10,000 yen. If the fishing boat is 4 gold coins, then perhaps gold coins equals 1 million yen. Then platinum coins equals 100 million yen. Copper coin equals 100 yen. Silver coin equals 10,000 yen. Gold coin equals 1 million yen. Platinum coin equals 100 million yen. So, there is no doubt about it. Then, rubber boat, 50 copper coins equals 5,000 yen. Swan boat, 30 silver coins equals 300,000 yen. Motorboats, 40 silver coins equals 400,000 yen. Fishing boat, 4 gold coins equals 4 million yen. Cruisers, 20 gold coins equals 20 million yen. Ferry, cargo ship, 100 platinum coins equals 10 billion yen. Luxury cruise ship, 50 platinum coins equals 50 billion yen. If I earn 50 billion yen, I can buy a luxury cruise ship. That doesn't sound very realistic at all. Currently, my goal is to pay off my debt of 10,000 yen or silver coin. A luxury cruise ship, huh? How can I reach it? Rubber boat, 50 copper coins. I should buy this one as soon as possible. The flat bottom is great. It's hard for a rowboat on the ground because it's slanted. The question is whether to buy a reasonably priced rubber boat that can hold 2 people or a large 4-passenger, which is worth about 9 silver coins. Affordable rubber boats are readily available and have flat bottoms, but they are only as big as a rowboat and are narrow. It will be a while before I can afford to buy a 4-seater rubber boat, but it will give me more room to expand my length and width. I feel that it is just a waste of time to buy a 4-seater when I don't even have anyone to share the boat with at the moment. In conclusion, after paying off my 1 silver coin debt, I'm going to buy a nice rubber boat. Next, a swan boat. I don't need one. I do want a motorboat with a motor at some point, though. I haven't even floated a boat on the water yet, so I'm putting that on hold. I looked at the purchase screen and thought, they don't sell military boats or anything like that. Can't they be loaded with weapons or something? Luxury cruise ships. What kind of ships are they? At any rate, the most expensive one here has 2,700 rooms, a swimming pool, tennis court, casino, ice skating rink, movie theater, lots of restaurants, etc. There is a lot of information that I don't know where I should look at. If I could buy this luxury cruise ship, what would the stores be like? Would the shopkeepers, products, and movie theaters be able to show movies properly? I wonder a lot of things. I lie down and think about a lot of things. But, come to think of it, Who was the person who gave me the message? He wrote that he had developed skills, so maybe he is a god. Since there are other worlds, it wouldn't be surprising if there was a god, would it? Ding dong, ding dong. That sounded like a bell. It's a pretty loud sound, and since it's the 6th bell, it means I can have a meal. I'm hungry, so let's go to the diner right away. Is this the right place to hand in this board? Oh, is this your first time? Since there is only one menu, you can pick up your meal there after you hand over the board. When you're done eating, take it over there. Yes. I took my meal and sat down. 2 large loaves of bread and a big stew with lots of vegetables. The bread is hard, but it is manageable if it is dipped in there. Stew. The stew is full of vegetables and is very filling, and the meat is probably horned rabbit's meat. It is tasty but monotonous and somewhat unsatisfying, but it is an inn for beginner adventurers, and the food is plentiful, so it seems like they are doing a pretty good job. Thank you for the food. I returned the dishes, and now I want to take a bath. I found the landlady and asked her about it. Landlady-san, do you have a place where I can take a bath? Ha ha ha, only nobles and rich people can take such a bath. Are you from a good family? No, I'm from the countryside. I thought people in the city took baths. Oh, really? Well, wiping yourself with water is the best you can do at this inn. If you are in a private inn, you can ask for warm water, and they will bring it to you. A private inn? How much does it cost? It varies a lot, but I'd say about 30 coppers per night. Some of the nicer ones charge 40 to 50 coppers. I see. Thank you very much. I'll aim for the 30 copper inn first. Ahaha, good luck. But don't push yourself too hard. This is an inn for newcomers, but there are also a lot of newcomers who can't make it back. Don't be hasty and do your best. Yes, I'll do my best. I guess being an adventurer is a life-threatening job, after all. I'm not suited for it for sure, but I have to be an adventurer, for now, so I'm going to be cautious. I wipe myself with a towel wet from the well, brush my teeth and return to my room. It's only about 7 p.m., right? Let's summarize what I learned today and make a plan for tomorrow. Pay off 1 silver coin of debt. Read the Adventurers Guild booklet. Ask many questions at the guild. Check the purchase screen for skill ship summoning. Summon skill ships, and try out different things outside. I need new underwear and clothes. If there is a library, research this country and surrounding countries. Find out about races. Find out the value of money. Bathe in a well. Find out if I can stay in a private inn. Tomorrow I'll go out in the morning and then try to summon a boat and hunt for more horned rabbits. I want to pay off my debt tomorrow, or at least get a change of underwear. I fall asleep as I think about the grueling task. Good night. Debt, 1 silver coin. Balance, 52 copper coins. Striving for the luxury liner, Volume 1 Chapter 4. Here's the chapter. Enjoy. Chapter 4, Ship Summoning Power and Reference Room. It's morning. The people around seem to still be sleeping. It seems I went to bed too early and woke up in the still dim light. Well, there are many things I want to do, so let's get moving. I need to wash my face at the well, brush my teeth, and fill my water bottle with water. When I packed my bags and went outside, it was getting a little brighter. As expected, there are no food stalls open yet. What should I do for breakfast? I want to try the ship summoning, so I'll just have to hold out until noon. I went out of the south gate and headed for the breeding ground of the horned rabbit. This is a good place to go. Ship summoning. As usual, there was a rowboat leaning with a clattering sound. Well, let's try it. What should I try? Let's try the boarding rejection. I throw a stone in the area where I usually stand. Here it is. Whoa, it bounced back. I can't see it, but it's as expected. There's some kind of barrier. If things can also be rejected for boarding, that's quite a cheat, isn't it? Perhaps. But even if it were attacked with a weapon, it would repel that weapon. What about magic? I can't even try it right now. But I'll have to remember to check it out eventually. How much of the area is covered by the barrier? Let's check the range while throwing stones close to it. Horizontally, the barrier is stretched along the edge of the boat. Vertically, the barrier seems to extend to a height of about 2 meters. Whoa. Horned rabbit. I had completely forgotten that there were monsters in the area. Let's be careful not to forget to be on guard. I quickly get into the boat, give it a smack with the oar, and even drain its blood. It's strange that I don't have any worries or conflicts when I'm killing a living creature after all these times. I'm a little worried about myself. I can't seem to figure it out. so I continue my experiments with caution. What I do know now is that there is a kind of barrier around the ship that repels monsters and stones. Whether people and magic will be repelled, too, remains to be seen, but people will most likely be repelled. If it can repel magic, too, that would be quite a cheat. What about the strength of the barrier or something like that? The description only said that nothing could get in. It's also conspicuous to test it. What should I do? I continued the experiment, even though I was occasionally attacked by horned rabbits. I threw a large stone at it as hard as I could, but it didn't even move. I also threw a stone at the main body of the boat, but it didn't get a scratch even though it was made of wood. It seemed that the place where the stone repelled was not aligned, so I checked it out and found that the boat was slanted, so the barrier seemed to be slanted as well. Also, when I threw a stone with permission to board the boat, it passed through the place where it was always repelled. When I threw the same stone again, it was repelled. There's no offensive method, but it's pretty cheat-like in terms of defense. I should think of some other way to make an attack besides hitting with oars. The oars are indestructible, too, right? Let's try slamming the oar as hard as possible against a nearby rock. Ouch! There is a dull sound and numbing impact on my arm at the same time. Of course, if I hit something hard, there would naturally be a shock. Even if the oar is indestructible, my arm is not. I have to be careful. After the numbness subsided, I checked the oar and found there was not even a scratch on it. If it's indestructible, I can do some reckless things. I can't think of what kind of recklessness, but I don't want to do anything reckless that might hurt me. I looked at the oar carefully and found that it was pretty dirty too. Maybe I should wash it when I get back. Dirt? That's the blood of a horned rabbit, isn't it? Is it yesterday's blood that's completely dry? It seems repatriation won't clean it up. From ship repatriation to ship summoning. It's still dirty. It's most likely just gone back in and left as is. I know it says about keeping the ship I bought in the best possible condition, but can't it do something about the dirt? I strongly remind myself to get on the ship and keep it in the best condition. The dirt is going away. I have to think. It's not going to get clean on its own, huh? I couldn't help but think. If it goes straight back in and comes straight out, what happens if I repatriate the boat with the cargo on it? I put some stones on the boat and used ship repatriation and ship summoning. There it is. The stone is still there. A great discovery. This is a great discovery. It means I can use it like an item box. Until now, I had to unload all my stuff when repatriating, but from now on, I can repatriate it as is. I don't even have to carry my luggage. Oh, if I summon the ship in town, it will definitely stand out. I guess I have to carry the luggage I use in town and the prey I exchange for cash. Well, since I don't have to carry the luggage while hunting, it will be a lot easier, and I can think of other uses. I can't think of anything else to try. I'll try it then when I come up with an idea. I've hunted 6 horned rabbits so far. I'd like to have 14 more. Well, I can move around without luggage, and if I try hard, I should be able to find a group of them. Then it should be manageable. It took quite a while, and it was well past noon, but I managed to hunt a total of 20 horned rabbits. I hurried back to town, bought 2 grilled skewers and a loaf of bread from a food stall for 3 coppers, and headed for the Adventurers Guild while chomping down on the food. It was well past lunchtime, and I had exercised a lot, so the skewers tasted good. I arrived at the Adventurers Guild with a sense of satisfaction and handed over 20 horned rabbits at the purchasing counter. Oh, good job, 20 rabbits, huh? All neatly processed. I'll buy them for 8 copper coins each, for a total of 1 silver coin on 60 copper coins. Is that acceptable? Yes, please. So now, I have 1 silver and 109 coppers in total. I can pay back my debt. Is it okay if I pay it back at the reception counter? I go to the reception counter, but I don't see that tough-looking old man. There are few adventurers, and I can line up at the counter with the pretty Annie-san without a care in the world. I quickly move to the just empty counter. Excuse me, I would like to repay the 1 silver coin I borrowed when I registered. Wow, she's beautiful. Are those ears? Isn't she a beastman? I don't think those ears are dog ears. I think they are more like fox ears. She has big breasts, too. Maybe D-cups. My heart is pounding. I push down my inner thoughts and talk to her as politely as I can. Very well, please present your guild card. Yes. Ara, you've never taken any requests, have you? Yes. I've been hunting horned rabbits most of the time, so I haven't taken any requests. Horned rabbits. Even horned rabbits are subject to a request if there is a request for procurement. Have you checked it? No. I asked what I should do with the horned rabbits I had when I registered and was told to take them to the purchasing counter. It is not wrong, but there have been various requests. Please check the quest board frequently. Yes. If you don't take a request for a month, your card will expire, so be careful. Yes. Well, so it's not enough to just bring the monsters to the purchasing counter, huh? Yes, you must complete the request. I understand. Then, can I have the 1 silver coin, please? Yes. The debt of 1 silver coin on your guild card has been removed. Please confirm. Was there a debt noted on the guild card? Yes. Wasn't that explained to you when you registered? I was just given a booklet and told to read it. Oh, it was like she knew in an instant who the receptionist was. I knew that old man was sloppy. I apologize, sir. Can you please let me explain now? I've read the booklet, so if there are any notes that aren't in it, please let me know. The debt was filled in earlier, but you can also deposit money on your guild card. Deposits and withdrawals can be made at large guilds, such as the Adventurers Guild and the Merchants Guild, but not at stalls or small private stores. Many people deposit large sums of money in guilds and carry enough for everyday use. It's very convenient, isn't it? Yes, it is. Also, many newcomers want to take on subjugation requests immediately, but there are small but safe requests in town, such as requests to collect medicinal herbs. Saving money while training and equipping yourself is the basis for becoming stronger safely. I heard you were hunting horned rabbits. Are you equipped? No, I was hunting with my outfit as it is. It's a bit of a shock. I'm being looked at by a beautiful woman with pitying eyes. This makes me a little nervous, and I'm worried about myself. Where do you hunt, by the way? Just outside the south gate, to the southwest, just before the forest. It is indeed safe there to some extent if you can defeat the horned rabbits, but it is not absolutely certain. Goblins may come out of the forest, and wolves may appear when it gets dark. I'd recommend having at least a minimum amount of gear. I thought it was safe because it was a recommended place, but it was unexpectedly dangerous. That old man could have at least given me a word of warning. Well, equipment is important. What should I look for to be ready to take on a goblin? Goblins are not a big challenge for those newcomers who are just breaking through or those with strong skills. However, considering the fact that they attack in groups and are equipped with weapons and armor, they can be quite a challenge for newcomers. It is best to start out with a minimum of equipment and experience defeating them in a party. I understand. I aim to get my equipment in order first. I also want to know a lot about magic, monsters, etc. Is there a library or something like that? There is a beginner's set available at the Adventurers Guild store, so check there. There is a library, but you will need to pay a deposit to enter. There is a reference room on the second floor of the Adventurers Guild, so you might want to check the documents the first. Good luck. Thank you very much. Well, that was pretty informative. After all, if you're an adventurer, you need equipment. I thought I'd be okay with the ship summoning, but it's noticeable when you don't have even the bare minimum of equipment. I should probably buy some equipment as well. Let's check out the beginner's set. As for the next step, I'll go to the store, look at the equipment, study it in the reference room, and then go shopping. Welcome. This time it's a pretty girl. Adventurers Guild definitely puts a lot of emphasis on looks, though I'm glad. I'd like to see the beginner's set. Do you have it? Yes, we do. This is a beginner's set that includes leather armor, leather gloves, leather shin guards, a beginner's potion, a dismantling knife, and a cloth bag, all for the bargain price of 1 silver coin. I feel like it's a really big discount. Are you sure? Fufu, it's really a great price. If you buy it normally, it will cost you 3 silver coins. But many newcomers are not well equipped and are seriously injured or killed. So the Adventurers Guild gives subsidies, and you can get the minimum amount of equipment at a discount price. It's an upfront investment. Oh, the Adventurers Guild is awesome and very helpful. But I have 109 copper coins. If I bought them now, I wouldn't be able to stay at the inn, and I can't buy underwear. I guess I'll have to earn the shortfall tomorrow and come back to buy some more. Great. I'm a little tight on money, so I'll earn some tomorrow and come back to buy some more. I'll be waiting for you. Huh? You have clothes and underwear at the guild store, too, don't you? Yes. They sell quite well. There are battles, and sometimes you go into the forest. Clothes get torn and dirty, so they are quite popular. The clothes are used, but the underwear is brand new. I've been wanting to buy one, so I'll take a look. The clothes are used, I guess the new ones must be expensive. I heard that in the past, some Japanese used to wear their clothes until they were torn to shreds and used them as rags at the end, and considering the atmosphere of this world, cloth seems to be very precious. The pants are trunks-like, and the elastic part seems to be tied with a string. It's a pretty decent deal, and for 5 copper coins, I can get change for 1 rabbit. I've got one I'm wearing now, so I'll only need 2. The clothes are a cotton top and bottom. It's not cool, but it looks good enough if I put some equipment on top. The price is 10 copper coins for the top and bottom. It's pretty cheap, but maybe that's because it's used? The clothes are cheap, too. I'll take 2 sets of underwear and 2 sets of cotton top and bottom. We buy a lot of cheap used clothes for adventurers, so they don't require much effort. The total will be 30 copper coins. Thank you very much for the discount. I will come back tomorrow. I will be waiting for you. Next is the reference room. I've already done my shopping, so I can check it out at my leisure. Is this the place? Excuse me, I'd like to look at some documents. You are free to look at them, but please take good care of them. Do not take them out of the room with you. I understand. There are quite a lot of documents here. The ones I want to read are information on monsters around Western City, a guide to the Kingdom of Latina, an introduction to daily life magic, the characteristics of races, and calculations even adventurers can do. I guess it's not too thick, so I think I can read it all today. *******. Phew, that's all of it. I finished reading it pretty quickly. Let me summarize the useful information. Information on the monsters around the Western City. It seems that there are no strong monsters around the Western City. In the meadow, there are only horned rabbits and occasionally wolves, and wolves are not very aggressive. Probably because there are many horned rabbits and they are well fed. In the southwestern forest, there are slimes, goblins, orcs, poison spiders, and some kind of common monsters. It is a tough place for beginners, but a medium-sized party can easily get around, and it seems to be a good training ground for beginner adventurers. There were other mines where stronger monsters appeared, but that's nothing to do with me, right? Also, it said there were no dungeons around the Western City. There are dungeons in other places and a labyrinth city. Latina Kingdom Guide. This country is called the Kingdom of Latina. There are nobles such as King, Duke, Marquis, Count, Viscount, Baron, Quasi-Baron, Knight, and Quasi-Knight, and the titles with Quasi are limited to 1 generation. The royal capital is located in the center of the country, and each count is responsible for a city in the east, west, south, north, and south. Incidentally, the Western City seems to be the central city in the western part of the country, where the Western Count resides. Since it is a big city, dukes and marquises have fiefdoms near the capital and hold important positions in the country. The lords of the east, west, south, north, and west are of marquis level, and under each of them are counts, viscounts, barons, quasi-barons, knights, and quasi-knights, who rule the country. The nobles who do not have a fiefdom are called nobles' investments, and they receive a pension from the government to live on. I would like to visit the east and south of the country. In particular, I would like to go to the south as my next destination. There seem to be many dungeons in the east, and the labyrinth city with the largest dungeon is the eastern city. The word labyrinth city makes me feel romantic and longing, but I'm afraid to actually dive into the dungeon. I'll think about it when I'm capable enough. The main city in the south of the kingdom is a trading city facing the sea, where trade is thriving. A large river flows from the northeast of the kingdom to the southern city, passing through the royal capital, and it is said to be a logistics hub and is also called a water transportation city. I don't know what I can do, but I think this is the perfect place for me in terms of my abilities. Introduction to Daily Life Magic. This is a magic that most people can use, as long as they can recognize and activate the magic. The way to use it is to collect magic power at your fingertips and draw a simplified magic circle for daily life magic. The 4 types of daily life magic listed in the book are fire, water, wind, and light, and they are said to only cause very small phenomena, but they are useful, and everyone can use them. Incidentally, mages are the true elite, requiring a lot of magic power, knowledge of complex magic circles, and dexterity to draw them accurately. The characteristics of the race. They were just like templates. Human race, average in strength, magic, etc. Elf, good looking, good at spirit magic and archery, have lots of magic power, and live in the forest. There are also dark elves, dwarves, short and strong, dexterous, skilled in blacksmithing and craftsmanship, and fond of drinking. Beastmen. There are two types of beastmen, those who look like animals and those who look normal and have only a tail and an ear. Demon tribe. They used to be enemies, but now they have a delicate relationship. They are friendly in some ways, but in other ways, they are radical and hostile. They are physically strong and good at magic. Minorities. Fairies and Dragon Man has been confirmed to exist, but there is not much interaction with them. Calculations that can be made by adventurers. The value of coins has been confirmed: copper, silver, gold, and platinum coins, going up for every 100 coins. That's about it. I'll come back to check if there's anything else I need to know. Thank you very much. Now, if you'll excuse me, I returned to the inn for a meal and a bath. Welcome. Are you staying over again today? Will you have a meal as well? Yes, both. Please. That will be 15 copper coins. Yes, I'll have my meal right away. The meal was again bread and stew. It seems that the vegetables in the stew are only slightly different. It might be hard if it's like this every day. I packed a meal I was not accustomed to and took a quick bath at the well. Bathing feels good, and the new underwear and clothes are not bad. It's fun to see my life getting a little better little by little. I want to wash my clothes, but there is nowhere to hang them, so I ask the landlady. Landlady-san, I want to wash my clothes, but is there a place to hang them? Yes, there is. It is behind the door by the well. Be careful not to mix with other people's clothes. Tie this tag around it, and you'll be fine. Thank you. I thanked the landlady and moved on to the laundry. I washed my clothes in cold water. It must have been a blessing to live with a washing machine. Phew, laundry is done. Hopefully, it will be dry by tomorrow morning, but who knows? Well, I guess I won't know until I try. It's getting late, so I'm going to go back to my room, make plans for tomorrow, and sleep. Pay off the 1 silver coin of debt. Read the Adventurers Guild booklet. Ask many questions at the guild. Check the purchase screen for skill ship summoning. Summon skill ships and try out different things outside. I need new underwear and clothes. Find out about races. Find out the value of money. Bathe in the well. Find out if I can stay in a private inn. I think I have most of what I need to know. After that, I wonder if there is anything else. Oh, I need to check on skills. I'll stop by the reference room tomorrow. I should also check the status. Oh, my level has gone up by 2 levels. My physical strength has increased a lot, too. Come to think of it, I've been moving around all day, but I don't feel too tired. As for strength, I don't know because I only dealt with horned rabbits. And tomorrow morning, I'll hunt horned rabbits. At least, how many should I hunt? I have 64 copper coins left, so the beginner adventurer set is 100 copper coins, 3 copper coins for lunch, and lodging and dinner will cost me 15 copper coins, which comes to 118 copper coins. That's at least 118 copper coins. I am 54 copper coins short. 1 horned rabbit costs 8 copper coins, so I need at least 7 rabbits, or at least 10 rabbits if I can afford them, or 30 rabbits if I hold out until the evening. Well, I made a lot of progress today. I feel like I did my best, and I think I will have a good night's sleep. Good night. Balance, 64 copper coins. Striving for the Luxury Liner, Volume 1 Chapter 5. Enjoy. Chapter 5, Magic Power and Next Goals. Morning. I wake up refreshed. It seems that some of the adventurers around me are starting to get up, so it seems like a perfect time to get up. I head to the well, take in the laundry, get ready, and leave the inn. Oh, I see that the food stalls are already open. Since I'm here, I might as well buy some breakfast and go hunting. If I get up around this time of day, there will be fewer people and more food stalls. It might be convenient. Early bird gets the worm, right? I bought breakfast and set out for the southwestern meadow. Come to think of it, I would like to practice daily life magic. Most people can use it if they can perceive magic, right? I try to find a feeling in my body that I've never felt before. I'm not totally sure, maybe it's impossible to do while walking. I kept trying until I reached the meadow without giving up, but I couldn't perceive any magic power. Maybe I should ask at the guild. But it seems like everyone else can use it, too, and I'll look bad if I ask. I'll practice slowly before going to bed today, and if it doesn't work, I'll ask at the guild. Now that I've arrived at the meadow, let's just focus on the hunt. I'm getting used to hunting. I had captured 2 horned rabbits and was draining their blood when a party of adventurers walked up to me. Good morning. I was nervous, but I greeted them. Good morning. Are you hunting horned rabbits? Yes. Are you all going to the forest? Yes, that's right. But you're not equipped for anything, are you? You'll die if you underestimate a horned rabbit, you know. I'm thinking of buying a beginner's set today, but I'm a little short on money. Ha ha ha. I try to cover it up with a smile. But, as the Anisan at the reception desk said, it seems impossible to be without any equipment. Well, it looks like you can hunt horned rabbits without any difficulty, but if you get hurt or see goblins, you should escape immediately. We're outside the city. You never know what might be out there. Yes, thank you very much. Well then, take care. It was the first time I had a conversation with adventurers. They were friendly and seemed to be concerned about me, but they seemed to be very strong. Since the people who go to that forest are mostly new graduates to mid-career, those people are probably also new graduates to mid-career. I don't think I can make it as an adventurer. Well, I don't have any money right now, and there is nothing else I can do, so I'll just hunt horned rabbits. I found a horned rabbit, summoned a ship, hit it, drained its blood, sent back the ship, and repeated it endlessly and mindlessly. I'm hungry. How many rabbits am I hunting now? When it was well past noon, I got bored and counted the horned rabbits. 0.34 rabbits. I reached my goal. Surprisingly, I achieved my goal quickly. But I couldn't find anyone else hunting horned rabbits. I think it is quite profitable, but I wonder why there is no one else. I should check with the guild. Oh, 34 rabbits don't fit in the bag. What should I do? I carried the bag and tied the rabbits together with grass vines growing in the meadow. It was awkward, but I managed to hold it. It is embarrassing, so let's go to the guild as soon as possible. Excuse me, I would like to sell 34 horned rabbits, please. I managed to get to the guild, being laughed at by people on the street. I was so embarrassed that I went straight to the purchasing counter without checking the quest board. Oh, wow. That's a lot of them. We're glad you brought in so many horned rabbits. Aren't horned rabbits popular? I'm making quite a lot of money, after all. I don't think so. The newcomers are usually in a party, so the efficiency will inevitably drop if the number of people increases. Also, if you use a sword or a spear, it will have a big scratch on it, and the purchase price will be at the lowest price of 5 copper coins, which is another reason why they are not popular. On the other hand, your way of killing them is bludgeoning them to death. Since there are no wounds other than blood drainage, the price is a little higher, so I think that's why you make quite a bit of money. Indeed, I beat them with a wooden stick. Other parties consisting of newcomers usually hunting goblins. Goblins are easy to spot, and all you have to do is bring the right ear and the magic stone. They are more popular than horned rabbits because they are more numerous and less time-consuming. I see. Well, I'm a solo hunter, and I don't think I can handle goblins, so I'll be earning money with horned rabbits for a while. So please take care of me. Ha ha ha, I appreciate that. Okay, 34 rabbits for 8 coppers each. That will be 2 silver coins and 72 coppers in total. Please do. After the purchase, my balance is 336 copper coins, which is enough to buy a beginner's set. Let's go buy it right away. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Welcome. Do you want to take the beginner's set? Yes, a beginner's set, please. Oh, it's the cute shopkeeper from yesterday. I'm a little glad she remembers me. Would you like to equip it here? Yes, please. Here is 1 silver coin. It is a little difficult to move when I put it on, but I am happy to feel like a proper adventurer. It suits you. How about a weapon? Weapons? I hadn't thought about it. I usually just carry a dismantling knife. Should I at least have a sword? But I can't use a sword. I'm currently using a cudgel of sorts as my weapon of choice. Oh, you've made a good choice. I only asked you because you didn't seem to have a weapon, so I hope none of that bothers you. Is the cudgel a good choice? Yes, it allows you to take your distance, and you can inflict damage by striking and thrusting. Many newcomers choose swords, but swords are surprisingly difficult to use. Swords are cool, aren't they? Swords and cudgel. I would choose a sword, too, if I could afford it. Yes, that's why they are so popular. Thank you very much. Now that I've got my equipment, the next step is I'm hungry, but I'll hold off until dinner at the inn. I was planning to look up skills, right? So let's go to the reference room. Do you mind if I take a look at the documents? You were here yesterday, weren't you? The points to keep in mind remain the same, so please do. Yes. Well, it looks like the only book about skills is Basics of Skills. Let's read it quickly. So there are skills that you are born with and those that you acquire through training afterward. Huh? It seems that the skills that you are born with are easier to level up. It seems that only about 1 in 10 people are born with the skills, and only a few get the useful skills. In order to get the necessary skills, for example, swordsmanship, you can get it by practicing swordsmanship. When you get a swordsmanship skill, you get an extra ability in regards to swordsmanship, and the higher the skill level, the bigger the extra. Would I get any skills from using an oar? Like an oar skill? Could it be a cudgel skill or a spear skill? It seems there are a lot of things that are unknown about unique skills. They say that people who have them are rare and that unique skill holders hide the fact that they have them, so there is extremely little information about them. Unique skills are powerful. On the other hand, there are some unique skills whose usage is unknown, and they are all mixed up. Some unique skills have levels, and some do not, and many of them have special conditions for leveling up, so it is not uncommon to end one's life without finding a way to raise them. 2 unique skills seem to stand out quite a bit. Language comprehension has no levels, and I know how to use it. For ship summoning, I know how to use it. Since I haven't leveled up, I don't know the requirements for leveling up yet, but I haven't used it enough, so I guess I'll hold off. Thank you very much. I thanked the clerk and left the reference room. Today's schedule is now well ripe, so let's go back to the inn and think about things. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. I'd like to stay another night, please. Dinner included. Okay, that'll be 15 coppers. Yes, phew, I've come to feel at home in this room. Even though it's a big room. There's still time before dinner. Let's practice some daily life magic. I try to relax and take a zazen-like sitting position. Breathing slowly, I try to explore the power I've never felt before in my body. I'm not sure. Is this the right way to do it? Maybe I'll ask at the guild tomorrow. They might think it's suspicious, but it's hard to spend pointless time. I've got my equipment ready, and I want to take on some requests tomorrow. So I'll just ask. Even if they get a little suspicious, I can just run away when push comes to shove. But I should at least think of an excuse. I ate dinner, wiped myself off at the well, washed my clothes, and returned to my room. I wonder what I will do from now on. First of all, I want to take requests, so I will check the guild's quest board first thing in the morning, and while I'm at it, I'll ask briefly about magic power. If they suspect anything, I'll withdraw immediately. Other than that, my balance is 226 copper coins, or at least I got the bare minimum I need, right? Then I guess I could either move to a private inn or buy a rubber boat with the ship summoning. I could buy a cheap rubber boat and move to a private inn, but I'd want a slightly nicer boat anyway. A nice rubber boat could do what I'm thinking. Besides, considering all the fighting and floating on the water, I want this big fishing rubber boat. The price is a little high, 2 silver coins and 40 copper coins, but it is cheap compared to other big rubber boats. I want 2 of these. One is for fighting, and the other is to have a small wooden hut made to match the boat, which can be installed on the big fishing rubber boat to create a simple resting place that can be called upon at any time. Since I am an adventurer, there will be times when I will be camping out, and I want to get this done as soon as possible. A wooden hut to match the boat's outer frame shouldn't cost that much. Maybe. Well, plans for a wooden hut boat will have to wait a bit. It would be more efficient to find a store that can build it for me while I save up the funds. I am almost certain that I will buy myself 2 big fishing rubber boats. Now I can either save and hang on in this big room until I can build a wooden hut boat, or I can move to a private room and take it easy and save money. I've made up my mind, I'll stick with the big room. If I move to a private room, I'll just go back to sleep. It's a different world I'm not used to. I should get what I think I need as soon as possible. I'd like to take on a request tomorrow, check my status and go to sleep already. Name, Wataru Toyomi. Age, 20. Occupation, ship's captain. Level 6. Physical strength, 200 magic power, 18 strength, 22 intelligence, 32 dexterity, 28 luck, 15 skills. Language comprehension, unique. Ship summoning level 1, unique. I've killed 34 rabbits, but my level has only increased by 1. Maybe it's harder to get in experience-wise when I'm only hunting horned rabbits. I think I'll go to sleep now. Good night. Balance, 2 silvers, 21 coppers. Striving for the Luxury Liner, Volume 1 Chapter 6. Enjoy. Chapter 6. Daily Life Magic and Carpenter-san. Morning. I was looking for my first request at the guild today. I take in the laundry, get ready, and head to the guild. Let's see, I'm F rank, so I can take requests up to F and 1 rank higher, E. I look at the quest board marked F. Cleaning weeds, helping people move, looking for cats. The horned rabbits hunt seems more efficient. As for the E rank quest board, goblin-related stuff is impossible, and there are a lot of requests for subjugation at E rank. Oh, there was a request for horned rabbits, requesting 5 horned rabbits in good condition, with few wounds and properly drained of blood, for 10 copper coins each, up to 8 rabbits. This request sounds good. It's something I always do, and it's not likely to go wrong. I peel off the quest and go to the reception counter. Oh, it's the fox-eared Nay-san. Good morning, I would like this one, please. Good morning, I see you've managed to get your equipment in order. Yes, I managed to get it all together. Fufu, you look like a proper adventurer, don't you? By the way, this will be your first request, won't it? This one may be a little difficult, but are you okay with that? Difficult? The rabbit must be in good condition, so it must have minimal wounds and must have been properly drained of blood. It is a request that requires more than just defeating them down, you know. I am always told by the people at the purchasing counter that I have been handled them properly, and I get paid 8 copper coins for each rabbit, but isn't that enough? If it requires a higher quality horned rabbit than that one, yes, it would be difficult. I need to improve my technique and the quality of my tools. I think it will be alright since purchasing 1 horned rabbit for 8 copper coins is highly valued. Then, I will approve this request, so please give me your guild card. Here you go, please. Oh, and there's something else I need to know. What is it? I want to use daily life magic but don't know how to sense magic power properly. Is there somewhere I can learn daily life magic? You were supposed to learn it when you were a child, but you couldn't do it then? I couldn't learn it when I was a child because of circumstances. It is a little too late now, but it seems useful, and I would like to learn it if I can. Actually, I was in a world without magic until a few days ago. I apologize for that. Yes. Magic perception is usually done by passing magic through the body and having it flow through the body. I think the doctors in the medical office can do it. Why don't you ask them? The doctors in the medical office? Okay, I will ask them. Thank you very much. No problem. Good luck with your first request. Yes, I'll do my best. The fox-eared Anisan is so kind. I know it's just a duty, but I'd be all over it if I had her support me. Oops. Let's stop by the medical office before taking the request. It would be nice if I could learn to sense magic power. Excuse me, can I help you? Wow, the doctor is a beautiful woman in a white coat, and she wears glasses. For a moment, it looked like a cosplay, but the enthusiasm for the recruitment of staff for the Adventurers Guild is unbelievable. There might be a department that scouts for beautiful women. Is this what you're interested in? It's a magic tool to help you with your poor eyesight. Is there something wrong with it, anyway? Oh, no, I missed a class on daily life magic when I was a kid. I asked the receptionist if I could learn daily life magic, and she told me to talk to the doctor in the medical office. Can you help me? Oh. That's what you want. That's fine. I'll pass the magic through you for about 5 minutes and see if you can learn to sense it. The fee for the examination is 10 coppers. Yes, please. Here's 10 coppers. Now stretch out your hands, close your eyes, and relax. I will now channel my magic power into you, and you will feel it and look for a similar power within yourself. I am holding hands with a beautiful female doctor. I'm very nervous. Oh no. I need to concentrate on sensing the magic. Can you feel the magic power passing through your body? Yes, I feel a warm, gentle force from your hand. Your magic power must be on the side of that feeling, so look for it carefully. Yes. I close my eyes and concentrate. I feel warm magic flowing through my body like the flow of my blood. It seems that my magic is flowing on this side of the current. Calm down and explore. I feel a very thin magic flow near your magic. Is this my own magic? I can't say for sure, but I wonder if you might have a little magic power. How does she know? I guess because I said it feels thin. I believe my magic power was 18. The amount of magic I'm pouring out is more than your total magic power, so it's only natural that it feels thinner with that amount of magic power. Can't I use daily life magic with 18 magic power? No. You can use daily life magic. Remember the sensation of your own magic flowing through your body. If you can gather that magic power at your fingertips, then you should be able to memorize the magic circle from the book of daily life magic that is in the reference room. Yes, thank you very much. If you can't do it, you can come back again. Well, I can only channel the magic power, though. Haha, I will come back if I can't do it. Then, I will be leaving. I was offered a tempting proposal. If you told me that, I'd be tempted to come to you every day to get my magic flowing without draining. As expected, that's a dangerous thought. Too bad, but let's be serious. Yes, I still managed to understand the flow of magic power. At any rate, I'm hunting for horned rabbits while paying attention to the flow of magic power. Oh, let's buy breakfast at a food stall. By the time I reach the southwest forest, I'm trying to gather the flow of magic power at my fingertips, but it's not going so well. I can move it around a little, but it soon returns to its original flow. I should calm down and practice when I get back to the inn. Well, routine work as usual. Finding a horned rabbit, summoning a ship, beating it, draining its blood, and sending the ship back. I'm making a lot of money, so it shouldn't be wrong. But is this really how it's supposed to be? Is it really okay to come to another world and live like this? But, you know, I didn't get the templates like bandits attacking horse-drawn carriages, an adventurer at the Adventurers Guild bullying newcomers. There is no sign of them at all. Thinking about it calmly, it is a relief because I can't deal with such situations when I come across them, but I'm starting to feel like I'm just going to have to go along with it. Now let's hunt horned rabbits mindlessly. The right thing to do is to find a horned rabbit, summon a ship, hit it, drain its blood, and send back the ship. How many rabbits have I hunted? 22, huh? Should I try a little harder? Okay, that's 25 rabbits. I see people coming out of the woods. 5 people, huh? Are they adventurers? They look strangely small. Those are goblins, aren't they? What should I do? I think I can win because of the boarding rejection. Okay, let's go home. I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to stand out in a weird way. I think I should have challenged the goblins, but what was the right thing to do? I reach the south gate while worrying. In the meantime, I reported to the gatekeeper that 5 goblins had appeared in the meadow. The next stop is the Adventurers Guild. It was still a little past noon, so the counter was empty. I don't see the fox-eared Nay-san. She may have been working until morning. I was a little disappointed, but I went to the counter of a human woman because it was empty. She is also a beautiful woman, as expected of the Adventurers Guild. Could you please confirm my request? Yes, I need your guild card. Yes, before that, I was hunting horned rabbits in the meadow in front of the southwest forest, but 5 goblins came out to the meadow, so I came back. Do I need to report to the guild in such a case? In any case, I have reported it to the gatekeeper at the south gate. Goblins, thank you for your report. If you find a monster that has not been defeated, we would appreciate it if you would report it to the Adventurers Guild. I understand. Here is my guild card. Delivery of horned rabbits, with a minimum of 5 rabbits, right? I will confirm it. I can deliver up to 8 rabbits, can't I? So please take care of this as well. Yes, I have verified that all 8 rabbits are of sufficient quality. The request has been fulfilled. This is your reward, 80 copper coins. Congratulations on accomplishing your first request. Thank you very much. The request was successfully completed. Huh? I was a little nervous about the request, even though it was the same thing as usual. Let's take the remaining 17 horned rabbits to the purchasing counter. Please buy them. I have 17 horned rabbits. Oh, you're here early today. Ha ha ha, I ran away when the goblins came out. Oh, safety first. I think it's a good decision. The quality is good. You're doing a good job. 8 coppers per rabbit, making a total of 1 silver and 36 coppers. Is that acceptable? Yes, please. It's still too early to go back to the inn. I could go out through the gate and buy one of those big fishing rubber boats in an inconspicuous place and try summoning it. If it looks okay as per the measurements, I can find a carpenter and discuss the hut with him. The south gate is kind of awkward, So I'll go out through the east gate and walk along the city wall. This is about where it should be. I open the screen and select the big fishing rubber boat on the purchase screen. There's a color selection, too. I think I'll go with dark green, which is less noticeable in the meadow. Huh? How do I pay for it? A coin slot appeared on the purchasing screen, asking me to insert coins. The skill is a mystery. I put in 2 silver coins and 40 copper coins and pressed the purchase button. Is that it? Oh, a big fishing rubber boat is on the skill screen of ship summoning. Ship summoning level 1. You can summon a purchased boat. Can keep the purchased boat in the best condition only and can control it at will. Can purchase a new boat from the purchase screen. Initial rowboat, wooden, maximum capacity of 2 people. Features, unsinkable, indestructible, boarding rejection. Purchase, big fishing rubber boat, dark green, maximum capacity of 4-5 people. Features, unsinkable, indestructible, boarding rejection. Let's summon the boat. When I summon the boat, I can choose which boat I want to summon. A magic circle appears, and a big fishing rubber boat is summoned. Yeah, the boat's flat bottom is quite an advantage on the ground. And it's pretty big, but the outside and inside are quite different in size. But it's nice to lie down. The big room at the inn has a wooden bed and blankets. Compared to that, the bottom of the rubber boat feels pretty good. I can sleep well enough with a blanket here. I wish I had the hut as soon as possible. The oar bar seems to be made of aluminum. The tip seems to be plastic. It's indestructible, but I wonder how its offensive power compares to wooden oars. Let's check the size of the boat. Dimensions are as per the purchase screen. The problem is that the part where the oar fits is a protrusion. Can I manage a hut to put on top if I get the dimensions right? It's hard to explain the hut. If I use a string to explain the protruding part, can I explain it properly? Thinking about how to explain it, I return to the city and go to the inn. Welcome, you're early today. Would you like to stay the night? Yes, 1 night and dinner. Yes, it's 15 coppers. The inn's landlady seemed to know many people, so I asked her if she knew any carpenters. Here are the 15 coppers. I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you know any carpenters? A carpenter? Yes. Do you want to build a house? No way. Actually, I need something like a small hut, and I'd like to know how much it will cost. Well, that's fine. I don't really understand, but I'll draw you a map so you can check it out. Thank you very much. I'll drop off my luggage and go there right away. I'm glad the landlady knows where it is. I knew I could rely on someone with strong ties to the local community. After dropping off my luggage, I looked at the map the landlady gave me and searched for the carpenter's workshop. Is this it? Excuse me. What is it? Are you a customer? Well, I have something I want you to make, but I don't have much money, so I came to ask you how much it would cost. Oh, I see. If you are a potential customer, that's fine. Go ahead. I don't know how to describe it, but I want a small box-shaped hut, 300 long, 140 wide, and 180 high. I don't need the floor, but the bottom part is to be tied down, so I would like to have holes drilled at equal intervals, and then there are 4 protrusions at the markings on this string, so it would be helpful if you could recess this area inward only. You make strange things, like not needing the floor or tying it down. Can you do that? Also, I would like the door to be a sliding door. What is it used for? Well, whatever. What kind of material do you want to use? Well, I'm going to go to the extreme and say that it's good as long as that rains don't leak and it doesn't fall down, so the cheaper it is, the better. There is a wrecked covered wagon that to be disposed of. If we use that material, it'll be a lot cheaper. It won't look as good, though. The appearance won't be a problem at this point, but how much is the lowest price you can offer? I have a feeling I can get it very cheaply. Let's see. For now, we'll build a wooden frame according to the dimensions using scrap wood from a horse-drawn carriage, brace everything except the floor, and board up the ceiling. Then, on the 4 sides, we can dismantle the tops of the carriage and put them on the wooden frame. The entrance and exit would be made with a single brace on one side, and the leather would be rolled up to allow entry and exit. If it can withstand the wind and rain, that's good enough for me. How much would you charge? If you'll let an apprentice do it, It'll only cost you some nails and a silver coin. I have no choice but to buy it. Please do. How long will it take? I'll have an apprentice do it. 3 days should be enough. Is it possible to have it delivered to the road behind the inn next to the Adventurers Guild around 6 o'clock in the evening when it is finished? Of course, I will pay for the delivery. Oh, it doesn't weigh much, so I'll carry it for 10 copper coins. Thank you. 10 coppers and a silver coin. Oh, thank you for your patronage. I was going to ask for an estimate and think about it, but the price was so low that I ordered it immediately. Nevertheless, I feel like I made the best purchase possible. My first order was successful, and things are going somewhat well. My schedule is perfectly ripe, and it's time to head back to the inn. Ah, landlady-san, thank you for introducing me to the carpenter. It was so cheap that I ordered it immediately. I see. Well, that's great, isn't it? The landlady looks like she doesn't know better. I guess she is kind enough to go along with me. Well, it seems that they will complete and deliver it in 3 days. I'll move it as soon as it arrives, so please let me put it on the back road behind the inn for a little while. On the back road? It'll be fine if you can get it out of the way by early morning the next day. Thank you. Negotiations were made. I had made a deal to bring it to the inn before asking the landlady, so if she said no, I would have had to go back to the carpenter's place. Phew, that's a relief. Now I have some time before dinner to think about what I'm going to do, and what I will need once the hut is finished. First of all, I need a boat for the hut. Plus, I'll need a rope to tie the hut. Then I need a blanket for the hut and a lantern. A lantern? Huh? I don't think I will need it if I can use the light from the daily life magic. I guess it depends on the progress of daily life magic. After dinner, I will have to get serious about training in daily life magic. Speaking of which, what should I do about the wooden rowboat? A rubber boat for fighting and a rubber boat for the hut are more than enough for everyday use, so it might be a good idea to buy some crates and put them on the rowboat, wooden, for storage. I think it would be useful as I will be getting more stuff. While I was thinking, the bell rang. I guess I'll have to eat dinner and train for the daily life magic. After finishing my meal, I returns to my room and explores my magic powers in a comfortable position. The magic power is now recognizable. Now, if I can gather this magic power to my fingertips, I should be able to use it soon because the magic circle of life magic is easy. I repeatedly failed in my attempts to gather magic power at my fingertips. The amount of magic power that can be gathered at the fingertips is increasing, but it feels like there is a lot of waste. I'd like to be able to move magic power smoothly and without consciousness. I'll make it a habit to train for magic power before going to bed. I'm getting sleepy. I want to take requests from the guild tomorrow, so I'll check my status and go to bed. My level hasn't gone up. How much experience do I need to get? It may have increased. Well, I guess I'll make money hunting horned rabbits until I get what I need and move to a private inn. Good night. Balance 62 copper coins. Striving for the Luxury Liner, Volume 1 Chapter 7. Thanks to some guy for the Ko-fi and this chapter. Join our Patreon to get more chapters. Enjoy. Chapter 7, Horned Rabbit Hunt and the Hut Completion. It's morning, and I'm getting ready, taking in the laundry, and leaving for the guild. I'm getting used to this activity. I look at the quest board, but hunting horned rabbits are still the most efficient. I can deliver 10 horned rabbits of good quality. Since I came to this other world, I've only fought horned rabbits. But, I'm afraid of goblins and so on. Plus I can make a living even with horned rabbits. I take the request form to the reception counter while thinking that. Good morning, this request, please. It's a beautiful human Anisan. There doesn't seem to be any fox-eared Anisan here. Is she absent? Good morning. I see you have a request for delivery of 10 horned rabbits. If the quality is the same as yesterday, there is no problem, so please do your best. Also, please be assured that the goblin that came out of the southwest forest that you reported yesterday has been subjugated. Thank you very much. I will do my best. Wow, that was dangerous. I completely forgot about the goblins. I accepted the request as normal, but if the goblins hadn't been subjugated, I would have been in trouble. I buy breakfast for 3 coppers at a food stall and go to the southwest meadow. I need money for the hut boat and equipment, so I'll make good money until the evening. As usual, a horned rabbit appeared, and I tried to summon a boat. Oops, that's right, I can now summon a rubber boat. I get subtly excited, The oars are made of aluminum too, and I forgot I was going to check what the attack power would be. Let's try it out by hunting horned rabbits with the rubber boat for a while. While summoning the rubber boat, I repeat the usual process of finding the horned rabbit, summoning the boat, beating it, draining its blood, and repatriating the boat. Looking back on today's battle while draining the blood from the horned rabbits, the rubber boat is quite easy to fight with just because it is not slanted, though the soft bottom of the boat is a bit worrisome. The oars are also made of aluminum with plastic tips, but they are light enough to use against the horned rabbits. However, I feel that I am getting used to the other world recently and am letting my guard down. I forgot all about goblins as well as rubber boats. If I am careless, I might make an unexpected mistake, and I should be careful once again. Flat footholds are wonderful. I hunted horned rabbits while reaffirming the advantages of the rubber boat. However, although I hunted quite a lot of horned rabbits, I don't feel that the number of horned rabbits in the hunting ground has decreased. Are they increasing differently from ordinary rabbits because they are monsters? I wonder, but I continue hunting well into the evening. I worked pretty hard and must have hunted quite a few. Let's count them. 0.47 rabbits. Oh, a new record. I can't fit them in the bag. I completely forgot about it. I'll have to go back and tie them up with vines again, won't I? But it's pretty embarrassing to carry a whole horned rabbit back home, isn't it? Yes, the bag should have come with a beginner's set for adventurers. As one would expect from a beginner's set, they have an assortment of items that are beginner-friendly. Come to think of it, I left out the potion in the set, too. Maybe I should wear it. ******. When I returned to the Adventurers Guild after safely stuffing the horned rabbits into the bag, there is a line at the reception counter. Probably because it is evening. Oh, there is also the fox-eared Nissan, but there is a queue. When I searched for an empty counter, there was one with the scary-looking old man. Naturally, the counter of the scary-looking old man is empty. I wondered whether I should queue up with the fox-eared Nissan, but my eyes met the old man's, so I reluctantly went to his place. Please confirm my request. Oh, give me your guild card. I knew having a beautiful lady at the counter would be very effective. I didn't expect that coming home tired and just talking to a scary-looking old man could lower my spirits so much. No wonder there is a line at the counter for the beautiful ladies. Next time, I'll be sure to line up at the counter of the beautiful ladies. Here are the 10 horned rabbits as requested. Oh, the quality is fine, too. 10 rabbits for 1 silver coin. Thank you very much. Now, let's take the rest of the horned rabbits to the purchasing counter. Hello, I'd like to sell the horned rabbits, 37 of them. Oh, thank you for hunting so many for us every time. Are they in such high demand? Your horned rabbits are sold at a different place. Other adventurers also hunt horned rabbits, but they are processed into soup or skewers. The rabbits you bring are for roasting whole. They are cheap, good-looking, and tasty. A whole roasted rabbit? It sounds delicious. Above all, I was attracted by the primitive sound of roasted rabbit. Oh, the whole roasted horned rabbit is very popular. But they are still horned rabbits, you know. The price of the rabbit cannot be raised too much, resulting in a shortage of the product. Oh, I didn't know that. I'll try the whole roasted horned rabbit next time. At this rate, I will be able to afford it, and moreover, since I am defeating them myself, it will be cheaper if I bring them in and have someone cook them for me. Oh, it's delicious. And you know, I have been selling a lot of high-quality horned rabbits wholesale lately, so I think the number of requests for horned rabbits will increase on the quest board. Until now, the requests we have sent out have been soaked in salt, and we haven't received any more requests. I'll check the request list carefully. Oh, please do. The price for 37 rabbits, all of them high quality, will be 8 copper coins per rabbit, and the total will be 2 silver coins and 96 copper coins. Is that acceptable? Yes, please. A whole roasted horned rabbit. I earned enough today. Shall I go back to the inn? No, let's look for supplies for the hut. I think the guild store might have some, and if I can find any good ones, I'll get them quickly. Welcome. What can I help you with? The usual cute shopkeeper greeted me. I'm looking for a rope, a blanket, and a lantern, and if you have wooden boxes, I'd like 3 of them. Please. Yes, the rope is 5 coppers, the blanket is 10 coppers, the lantern is 15 coppers, and the wooden boxes are 3 coppers each. I will take them. As expected of an adventurer's guild store, it seems to have most of the things you would need for an adventure. That makes a total of 39 coppers. Yes, I should put the things I don't need in a wooden box and put them on the wooden rowboat. I go around to the back of the inn, make sure it is empty, and summon the rowboat. I immediately put the things I won't use in the wooden box and quickly repatriate the boat. It's pretty convenient, except for the fact that I have to hide it from the public. Okay, let's go back to the inn and have dinner. Excuse me, I'll stay for one night with dinner. Yes, 15 coppers. You can have dinner now. Yes, I'll have it right away. I ate dinner, washed my body, and returned to my room. Tomorrow, the hut will arrive at 6 bells in the evening. I've bought everything I need besides the boat, and if I buy another rubber boat when I go hunting tomorrow, I'll be all ready to go. I still have 401 copper coins left. Even if I buy a rubber boat, I will still have 160 copper coins left. Shall I move to a private inn? I thought it would take more time, but the horned rabbits are worth more money than I thought. There are going to be more requests from now on, so it might be a good idea to move to a private inn. I have to pick up the hut and so on until tomorrow, so I'll stay at this inn and maybe after that. If I hunt 30 horned rabbits, it will be at least 240 copper coins. That would be about 24,000 yen, which is more expensive than a part-time job in Japan. But you never know what will happen in the other world. I want to have enough money, and I will stay at this inn until I have saved up 20 silver coins, and then I will move on. There is no good thing about getting carried away. I will probably make enough money to get by even if I move to a new inn, but I may get hurt or need money suddenly, so preparation and affordability are important. Now that the plan is set, let's train in daily life magic until I get drowsy. I repeat the process of gathering magic power in my fingertips and putting it back in. I think I can use daily life magic if I take my time in a calm place. But I'm not there yet. At the very least, I need to be able to collect magic power without being aware of it. Otherwise, it won't be useful outdoors. I'm getting sleepy. I think I'll check my status and go to bed. Name, Wataru Toyomi. Age, 20. Race, human. Occupation, ship's captain. Level 7. Physical strength, 220 magic power, 20 strength, 24 intelligence, 34 dexterity, 30 luck, 15 skills. Language comprehension, unique. Ship summoning level 1. Unique. My level is up. It's like in a certain famous game where you're killing slimes around the castle. Oh well, let's go to sleep. Good night. Balance, 401 copper coins. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. I wake up with a snap. I've completely acquired the habit of going to bed early and getting up early. I missed the days of spending the night out and lazily sleeping in until noon. I felt a little sentimental, but I got ready as usual, took in the laundry, and headed for the guild. I looked at the quest board and found 2 requests for the delivery of horned rabbits. I only needed to deliver 10 rabbits for both of them, so if I could deliver 20 rabbits in total, I would be able to accomplish the request with a little time to spare. I wonder if it is okay to accept 2 requests at the same time? Let's just ask around. Oh, there's the fox-eared Anisan there. It's been quite a while since I've seen her. Good morning. Can I accept 2 requests at the same time? Good morning. You can take on as many requests as you want, as long as it's not too unreasonable. The fox-eared Anisan is as kind and helpful as ever. She is wonderful. Then, I would like to take these 2 requests. Yes, I have accepted your request. Good luck. Yes, I will do my best. Wow. I'm so easy. I'm so motivated just by being asked to do my best by a beautiful fox-eared Anisan. The Adventurers Guild is rolling over on me, isn't it? I buy breakfast for 3 coppers and am off to hunt rabbits. By the time I reach the southwestern hunting grounds, I feel a little more relaxed. Well, my plan for today is to buy a rubber boat first. Next, I'll hunt at least 20 horned rabbits, and then I'll leave so that I can return to my inn in the evening since my hut will be delivered at the 6 bells. That's pretty simple. Let's buy the rubber boat first. On the purchase screen, I select big fishing rubber boat. I pay 2 silver coins and 40 copper coins and go to the boat summoner screen. Summon boat level 1. You can summon a purchased boat. You can keep the purchased boat in the best condition and control it at your will. You can purchase a new ship from the purchase screen. Basic rowboat, wooden, maximum number of passengers, 2. Features: unsinkable, indestructible, boarding rejection. Purchased: big fishing rubber boat, dark green, maximum number of passengers, 4-5. Features: unsinkable, indestructible, boarding rejection. Purchased: big fishing rubber boat, blue, maximum number of passengers, 4-5. Features: unsinkable, indestructible, boarding rejection. Yes, there is an increase. Still, I summoned it just to check. Of course, there is no difference except for the color. Now that I'm satisfied, it's time to hunt for the horned rabbit. It's time for my routine work. Find a horned rabbit, summon the boat, hit it, drain its blood, and send back the boat. These days I can do this without thinking. I hunted 38 horned rabbits in a short time, taking breaks here and there. I had some business to attend to in the evening, so it was time to get back to the guild. When I returned to the guild, there was still a long queue at the counter of the beautiful lady. Let's get in line at the counter of the beautiful lady today. The scary-looking old man is looking at me. He is looking at me with a strong gaze. I give up and head for the old man's counter with heavy steps. Please confirm my request. Here's my guild card and 20 horned rabbits. Oh, I wonder how the other adventurers in line at the beautiful lady's counter are escaping from this scary-looking old man. Is it because my level is not high enough? If I can become stronger, will I be able to escape from this scary-looking old man? Oh, 20 high-quality horned rabbits, that's right. In exchange for 2 requests, you get 2 silver coins. Thank you very much. With a heavy mood, I went to the purchasing counter. I was not so tired, but just by talking to the scary-looking old man, I felt like I was getting exhausted. I have 18 horned rabbits, please buy them all. Did you get more requests? Yes, there were 2 requests, and I delivered 20 rabbits as requested. I see. I think there will be more. Is that so? Yes, because more stores are coming to buy horned rabbits. In order to make sure they get them, the number of stores requesting them is likely to increase. Ahaha, I'll do my best. It seems that there is a wave in the market for horned rabbits. I cannot miss this big wave, can I? Let's go for it and become a horned rabbit master. All 18 rabbits are of high quality. 8 copper coins per rabbit make a total of 1 silver coin and 44 copper coins. Is that okay? Yes, please. It's almost time for the 6th bell to ring. Let's go back to the inn. Landlady-san, I'd like to stay one night with dinner. Yes, 15 coppers. Yes, and I think the hut will be delivered to the back of the inn, so I'll leave it there for a while. Oh, yes, of course. If you move by tomorrow morning, that's fine. Yes, I will have it moved by morning. While I was talking with the landlady, a carpenter brought in the hut. Is that it? It's kind of a shabby hut. Ha ha ha. It's a cheap one, after all. I see. The landlady was easily convinced. Yes, it can't be expensive with that ragged look. Carpenter-san, can you carry it to the back of the inn? Sure. The carpenter and his crew lightly carried the hut to the back of the inn. Either the hut is light, or the carpenter and his crew are strong. Or maybe both. That hut is very limited in terms of materials, after all. Thank you very much. No, I'm getting a fee for transporting it, too. Well, come back if you need anything else. After parting with the carpenter, I quickly checked out the hut. It looks shabby, but the leather is solid. What about the inside? The woodwork is solid, and it doesn't creak when I put a lot of pressure on it. It's good enough. No, it's more than good enough for a silver coin. It would stand out if I moved it right now, so I'll move it before I go to bed. Well, let's eat dinner and wash my body. After washing myself, I practice daily life magic. I've made some progress in gathering magic power at my fingertips, but I'm not there yet. It seems that I still need to practice it continuously every day. Oops. It's time to move the hut. I go to the back of the inn and summon a rubber boat next to the hut after making sure no one is around. Let's see, I can put one person on the boat, I guess. I put the hut on top of the rubber boat, then went around to the other side and put the hut on top of the other boat. That was pretty easy. It would be too noisy to work here now, so let's repatriate the boat and work in the meadow tomorrow. Okay, all done for today. I think I'll go back to my room, check my status, and go to bed. My level hasn't gone up. The level of ship summoning hasn't gone up either. I summon ships quite often, but maybe there are other conditions. Good night. Balance, 487 copper coins. Striving for the luxury liner. Volume 1 Chapter 8. Thanks to some guy for the coffee and this chapter. Join our Patreon to get more chapters. Enjoy. Chapter 8. Lots of horned rabbit requests and hut ship completion and rank up. It's morning. And it's time for another day of hard work. As usual, I get ready, do the laundry, and head to the guild. I looked at the quest board and saw that there were 8 requests for the procurement of horned rabbits. I had heard that there would be more requests, but there were suddenly so many more. I see that there is also a request to deliver 20 rabbits. If I total up the 8 requests, it would be 110 horned rabbits. It's impossible for me to do it at the same time. The request period is 3 days. But there is a possibility that goblins might appear and it might rain. Rain, huh? Come to think of it, it hasn't rained since I came to this other world. It rains in this other world, too, doesn't it? As expected, it rains, right? I am too embarrassed to ask people. I can't decide how much I should take the request. Let's ask the fox-eared Nissan. Good morning. There are a lot of requests for horned rabbits on the board, but I can't decide how much I can hunt. Can I just go hunt some horned rabbits and then accept the request and deliver the goods? Good morning. Yes, you can. It is a request for delivery, so if you have the requested item, we can accept it and deliver it on the spot. However, if someone else receives the request first, we will not accept it. Yes, I understand. Even if there are no more requests, I can still sell them at the purchasing counter, right? I will only accept one request for now, and here's my guild card. Yes, I have accepted it. We are always buying horned rabbits, and the cooks are so pleased that they can now wholesale horned rabbits in good condition that they are sending out requests for them. It seems that there will never be a shortage of requests, so please take care and do your best. Yes, I will do my best. Every morning the lady at the Adventurers Guild put all their effort into supporting me. So let's do my best for today, too. I bought breakfast for 3 coppers and set off for the hunting grounds. Upon arrival, I have to finish the hut boat before I can start hunting. First, let's summon a rowboat, and then, since it's too much trouble, let's make it a warehouse boat. Once again, I summon the warehouse boat and take out the cargo. Do the boat repatriation and summon the hut boat. Pass a rope through the hole in the wood of the foundation and tie it to the rubber boat. Install lanterns and blankets to complete the project. The space is a little larger than a capsule hotel. The ceiling is high, and the floor is soft enough for a rest. It looks more comfortable than sleeping with others in a big room. I wonder if they sell a stove? If I could boil water, I could make a pot of tea, which would be fun. Whoa. I flipped open the leather door and tried to go outside, but a horned rabbit slammed its body into me. It's a problem that I can't check outside at all. At any rate, I hit the horned rabbit with the oar. It was a big surprise. I had to be very careful when I got out of the hut boat. After repatriating the hut boat, it was time for the routine work. Spotting the horned rabbit, summoning the boat, beating it, draining its blood, and repatriating the boat. There are a lot of requests, so I have to do my best. I take a break in between and continue to hunt the horned rabbits while being satisfied with the quality of the hut boat. It will be sunset soon, and I got 54 horned rabbits. Let's go back after hunting one more. I easily killed one rabbit, so I decided to go back. It is getting dark. Did I work a little too hard today? I'd better go back to the guild and check the request list before I deliver the goods. When I return to the guild, there's the scary-looking old man watching me. I moved to the quest board without looking at him. Don't lose, I thought to myself. Good, the request list is still there. It remains, or rather, it hasn't decreased. It's really not popular. I pick up the request list for 55 rabbits. I go to the counter of the scary-looking old man who is looking at me all the time. I lost. I would like to submit the request I received this morning and these additional requests for 55 rabbits. Oh, and here's my guild card. Oh, you've got a lot. Okay, just give me a minute. Yes. In the morning, the beautiful guild lady gets me excited, and in the evening, the scary-looking old man gets me down. No matter how you look at it, the scary-looking old man is a distraction. Oh, thanks for waiting. 55 rabbits, high quality for sure. It is 5 silver coins, 50 copper coins, and with this request, your rank will be upgraded to E rank. Rank up? I haven't been an adventurer that long. F rank is an apprentice, and if you do multiple requests a day, you'll be up in no time. Now is the real work. so you'd better brace yourself. Thank you very much. I wish I had been processed by the beautiful lady at the reception counter instead of the scary-looking old man. I should stop by the store and ask if they have any stoves or cups. Welcome. Do you have tools for boiling water in the field and tableware for outdoor use? Also, tea leaves and tools for making tea, if you have them. Yes, we do. The stove here is 20 coppers. If the magic power runs out, you will have to replace the magic stone. Is that okay? Replace the magic stone? Most adventurers replace them by killing the goblins and get the magic stones themselves, but you can also buy them for 5 copper coins each. I've never killed a goblin before, so can I please have 1 magic stone as well? I still don't think I can fight goblins. What if I have to keep buying magic stones to replace them? There is also a small iron pot, a wooden cup, and a set of wooden plates for 10 coppers. I'll take it. There are black tea and green tea leaves, too. Both will cost 5 coppers. Also, cups with a tea strainer attached to the mouth of the cups are very popular and convenient, and they cost 5 coppers each. I'll have both cups and tea leaves, please. Very well. The total will be 50 coppers. Yes, I feel better. I can get back the tension that was lowered by the scary-looking old man with the cute shopkeeper. Well, I can't do that. I shouldn't buy things every day. I went back to the inn and paid 15 coppers and ate my usual stew and bread. What is this diet like when I come to the other world? 2 skewers and bread in the morning, stew and bread at night. It helps that the stew is full of vegetables and looks good for the body, but the downside is that it doesn't taste much different. I guess I'll have to hold off on the delicious meals until I have 20 silver coins saved up. Well, wiping myself with water, doing laundry, and practicing daily life magic. Well, have I gotten much faster at collecting magic power at my fingertips? I'll finally try out the magic tomorrow when draining the rabbit blood. Let's do a status check and go to bed. I haven't raised anything today. Good night. Balance, 969 copper coins. Striving for the luxury liner, Volume 1 Chapter 9. Thanks to some guy for the Ko-fi and this chapter. Join our Patreon to get more chapters. Enjoy. Chapter 9. First magic, new inn, and whole roasted horned rabbit. It's morning. I get ready, take in the laundry, and head to the guild. I check the request list on the quest board and see. Yes, there are a lot of requests to deliver horned rabbits. I pick up one request and head to the reception counter. Today, it was the beautiful human Annie-san. I feel like this is the most enjoyable time of the day. Good morning. I'd like to take this request, please. Yes, can I have your guild card? Please. Yes. You have been ranked up. Congratulations. Your request has been accepted. Good luck. Thank you very much. I will do my best. I was told, congratulations on your rank up. Compared to the scary-looking old man, the response was totally different. The scary-looking old man didn't even congratulate me. I want to be able to enjoy more conversation with the receptionist, but I can't find a topic. Just that smile and good luck would be enough to get me excited, but the longer I have a good time, the better. Unfortunately, the happiness at just reporting the completion of a request is being crushed by the scary-looking old man. Let's find something to talk about next time. I bought breakfast for 3 coppers and headed to the hunting ground, thinking of something to talk about. I couldn't come up with anything. I was afraid to talk about my skills and even more so about the other world. The only other topic I can talk about is the horned rabbit. But, what can I talk about with the receptionists Annie-san and the horned rabbits? The ecology of the horned rabbit, how to beat the horned rabbits. 2 people happily discuss horned rabbits at the guild's reception counter in the early morning. What kind of miracle would make it happen? I'm getting kind of sad. Let's do my best to hunt horned rabbits. If I hunt many rabbits when there is no scary-looking old man, the beautiful lady at the reception counter might praise me. I felt inspired. At any rate, I summoned a hut boat and put the stove, tea, and tableware I bought yesterday. I might also want a small table and a small cupboard. I find something I want every day. After sending back the hut boat, it was time for the routine work. Find a horned rabbit, summon the boat, beat it, drain its blood, and send the boat back. But today is a little different. The routine is disrupted. Small changes in routine are stimulating and delightful, aren't they? Today, during the draining of blood, I will try my first attempt at daily life magic. For the first try, Let's try the easy-to-understand fire life magic. The magic can be activated by drawing a magic circle using the magic power collected at your fingertips. Simplified daily life magic is a very simple magic circle. Fire magic can be activated by drawing a triangle in a circle. Even a child can draw a magic circle and will not fail. Let's give it a try. Gather magic power at my fingertips and carefully draw a magic circle. Pop. A small sound is heard, and for a moment, a fire appears. It's activated. It's hard to call it a success, but it was definitely activated. Fire magic is a magic that will keep burning for about a minute if it is not extinguished, so it was a failure that it went out in an instant. But the magic worked. Just like that, my tension skyrocketed. I would have liked to try it again right away, but I decided to use the magic only when it was time to drain the blood, so I hurried to find the next horned rabbit. I find a horned rabbit, beat it to death, and try magic while draining its blood. Daily life magic consumes little magic power, and fire, water, and wind can be used with only one magic power consumption. On the other hand, light requires 3 magic power consumptions. Fire, triangular magic circle in a circle, makes a small fire appear for about 1 minute, 1 magic power consumption. Wind, square magic circle in a circle, makes a light wind blow for 1 minute, 1 magic power consumption. Water, circle within a circle, produces a glass of water, 1 magic power consumption. Light, pentagram magic circle within circle, illuminates the surroundings with a ball of light for about 1 hour, 3 magic power consumption. A fire spark sets a dead branch on fire, and the wind makes the fire bigger and boils the water put out by the daily life magic. That is well done. I hunt horned rabbits and practice magic, and when I get tired, I take a rest with a cup of tea in the hut boat. Ah, what a fulfilling experience. I enjoy myself so much that I repeat hunting and practicing magic enthusiastically. After working a little harder and a little longer, I achieved the highest record of 70 horned rabbits. It was getting dark, so I hurried back to the city and entered the guild, hoping that the scary-looking old man would not be there. I was heartbroken by the stares I got from the scary-looking old man. Damn it. Why is he there? I took the request list for 70 rabbits from the quest board and eventually went to the scary-looking old man. Here is the request list for 70 rabbits, as well as the 70 horned rabbits and my guild card. Oh, wait a minute. After I finish this, I'll ask the carpenter if I can order a small table and a small cupboard. Oh, thanks for the wait. 70 high-quality horned rabbits will accomplish what you asked for, and that's 7 silver coins. Yes. Thank you. 7 silver coins, that's about 70,000 Japanese yen. I wonder why the request for horned rabbits is not popular when you can earn that much even if you have a job. Maybe people would start doing it if they knew. Today I left around 5 AM, and it's about 7 PM. Now I've worked for 14 hours. I didn't even notice it because I had so many interesting things to try out today. Huh? Maybe this is the effect of the level up. My physical strength has almost doubled, and I feel less tired, so I may have been pleasantly active for 14 hours. Hello. Feeling the effects of the level up, I arrived at the carpenter's workshop with light steps. Oh, is the last hut still in good working order? Yes, it's working great. I wanted a small table and a small cupboard to put in the shed. Sorry to drop by so late. Oh, don't worry about it. If you don't mind, I have an apprentice piece for you. Take a look. If it's an apprentice's work, it's going to be cheap, and that's more than welcome. Besides, a shabby hut boat wouldn't look good with fancy furniture. I gladly check out the furniture the apprentice has made. I like this little one. I want that one for the cupboard. How much do you want for it? It's an apprentice's practice piece. I'll give you 30 coppers for the whole set. I'll buy it. Thank you very much. 30 coppers would be an instant decision. Do you want me to carry it for you? No, I can carry this much by myself. Thank you very much. I made a good purchase. With a relieved look on my face, I moved to a secluded place, summoned a hut boat, and put the furniture into the hut. I'll have to wait until tomorrow, when I go out to the meadow, to put it in its proper place. I return to the inn, eat dinner as usual, do laundry, and practice daily life magic. It's time to do a status check and go to bed. Whoa, my level went up to 8. All my hard work today wasn't in vain. I'm going to have a good dream today. Good night. In the morning, I did my usual routine and headed to the guild. It's nice and easy when the workplace is next door. I have to walk to the meadow from there, though. I check the quest board, take one of the request forms for the horned rabbit again today, and head for the beautiful human Annie-san. Good morning. I'll take this. Please. Good morning. Can I have your guild card, please? Yes. Your request has been accepted. Take care, and good luck. Yes, I'll do my best. Well, there's nothing to talk about. On the contrary, we talked about almost the same things as yesterday, except for the rank up thing. I bought breakfast for 3 coppers and headed for the meadow, feeling a little down. I arrived at the meadow. First, let's set up the small table and the small cupboard I bought yesterday. I summoned the hut boat, set up the table, and put away the dishes in the cupboard. As the hut becomes more usable, my slightly depressed mood improves. It's time for routine work. Spot a horned rabbit, summon a boat, beat it up, drain its blood, and practice daily life magic, repatriating the boat. Let's hunt around for the horned rabbit. The day ends without any disturbance. Today, I hunted 50 rabbits. This is going well, but I wonder if it's okay to have such a peaceful life after falling into a different world. I think there's more happening in a light novel or something. Well, I think it's time to go home. As I enter the guild, I get to look from the scary-looking old man. I give up on a lot of things already and head for the scary-looking old man's counter. Here are 50 horned rabbits, the request form, and my guild card. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I will have 20 silver coins when today's request fee is paid. I can move into a private inn. Shall I ask the scary-looking old man for a recommendation? No, I want to say goodbye to the landlady, so I'll stay at my usual inn for the rest of the day. Tomorrow morning, I'll ask the beautiful lady at the guild for a recommendation. It'll give us something to talk about and also kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Right? Thanks for waiting. 50 high-quality horned rabbits and the request is done. Here's your reward, 5 silver coins. Yes, thank you very much. I had saved up 20 silver coins. I should go back to the inn and thank the landlady. Landlady-san, I'd like to stay overnight, with dinner included. Yes, 15 coppers. Yes, and, landlady-san, I have saved up enough money now that I have risen in rank, so I am thinking of changing my inn tomorrow. Thank you for your hospitality. Yes, you worked hard every day, so I'm sure you'll be fine, but don't waste your money and don't come back to this inn. Take care of yourself. The landlady patted me on the back and encouraged me. It's an inn next to the Adventurers Guild, and I'm sure she's seen off many newbies like me, and probably a few of them have come back after running out of money. Her words are filled with real feelings. Haha. I'll try my best somehow. I bow my head and part ways with the landlady. Well, this is my last night at this inn. That doesn't change what I have to do. I'll eat as usual, wipe myself, do laundry, and practice my daily life magic. I'm looking forward to a private room in tomorrow. I've done everything I need to do, check my status and go to bed. My level it just went up yesterday and hasn't gone up as expected. Well, good night. *****. It's morning. This is probably the last time I will wake up in this room. I take in the laundry, get ready, thank the landlady, and leave for the guild. I select one of the requests to deliver a horned rabbit from the quest board and head to the counter. It's the fox-eared Annie-san today. It feels like it's been a while. Good morning. I want to take this request, please. Good morning. May I have your guild card, please? Yes. Your request has been accepted. Take care. Up to this point, it's just the usual flow of things. But today is different. There is a topic that I couldn't find until now. Yes. Well, I'm thinking of changing the inn today, and I was wondering if you could tell me where I could stay in a private room with good food. An inn? Well, if you are looking for an inn with good food, the Bear Inn is a popular choice. The price is 40 copper coins per night. Would you like me to draw you a map? 40 copper coins per night. That will be 4 times more than what I have been paying so far, including meals. It will be about 50 to 60 copper coins per day. 60 copper coins are equivalent to 6 horned rabbits. I think it is a little extravagant, but if I can earn enough money at the current rate, I can save up money, and it should be fine. I'm also interested in a good meal, so let's go there. Yes, I'd like to go to the Bear Inn for now. Can I have the map, please? I understand. Please wait a moment. I received the map from the fox-eared Annie-san and left the counter. We didn't end up talking that much. But if the food is good, we can talk a little more about the inn. I'll just have to wait and see. Next, I usually go hunting for horned rabbits in the meadow, but I heard it was very popular, so I might as well reserve the inn first. Well, it might be too early in the morning, but let's go to the inn and then go hunting. Checking the map that the fox-eared Anisan had prepared for me, I walked through the western part of the city. Let's see, it should be somewhere around here. Oh, the sign also says Bear Inn, so I'm sure it's this inn. Excuse me, I'd like to stay at the inn. Can I get a room now? I enter the inn and ask the woman at the counter. I wonder if that's Bear is. So maybe that is why it is called a Bear Inn. Welcome. We can get you a room even now. That's glad to hear. I'm sorry it's so early in the morning. I wanted to go hunting after I decided on a place to stay. No problem. It's only 40 coppers per night, and if you stay 10 days or more, breakfast is free. We also provide hot water and laundry services for 5 coppers each, so please let us know if you would like to use them. Oh, so if you move up in rank in the inn, you can ask for hot water and laundry? However, if I ask for both, it will cost me 1 night at the inn next to the Adventurers Guild. Well, I'll do my own laundry and just ask for hot water. Then I ask for 10 days with hot water. That would be 4 silver coins and 50 copper coins in total, right? Also, I came to this inn because I heard the food was good. My life has stabilized enough to be able to stay at a decent inn. It would be okay to be extravagant, at least for tonight. Yes, I will take the 4 silver and 50 copper coins. Also, it was a whole roasted horned rabbit, wasn't it? I've been getting wholesale from the guild a lot lately, so I've been submitting requests. However, I don't know if they will be able to fulfill the request for this inn, so I can't say with certainty that I will be able to offer it to you. Did the Bear Inn also submit a request? I didn't know that because I never checked the client's name, but that's a good thing. I'm the one who has been hunting horned rabbits lately. If you don't mind, I'll bring a horned rabbit to you. So is it possible to have it made for me? If bringing my own rabbit is not a problem, the possibility of being able to eat it is very high. I feel that the flow is coming to me. So the customer is the one who wholesales the horned rabbits. Until now, it's been hard to get requests accepted, so everyone is happy. Thank you. No, it's because you all give me requests that I am able to make money. Thank you very much. A funny conversation ensues. It's like a businessman in a business manga. So, can you cook the whole roasted horned rabbit? Of course, if you can bring the rabbit, we can serve it. We would like to have some other rabbits wholesale if you can afford it. Yes, unless something unforeseen happens, I think I can bring back the horned rabbits. Would 5 be enough? Yes, that would be very helpful. Alright. I guess I can eat the whole roasted horned rabbit with this. Somehow it developed into a small talk from there, but I could hear something about the demand for horned rabbits, and I also found out that this woman was the inn's landlady and that she had barriers, so it was a good time. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Well, I'm off to hunt. Thank you very much, and be careful. I waved to the landlady and left the inn. The room was clean, and I heard the food was good, so I was looking forward to it. Besides, the daily cost of living would be only 45 copper coins plus the cost of dinner. In addition, it would be great if they could make lunch for me. I'll check with them at night. I arrived at the meadow with a lot of things on my mind. Since it was late when I left today, and I wanted to go home early and eat a whole roasted horned rabbit, I would return to the inn after I had hunted 35 rabbits. Well, the routine work begins as usual. Now I have 35 rabbits. I'll go home early and get a whole roasted horned rabbit. I'm having so much fun that the time has flown by. I quickly packed my stuff and headed back to the guild at a quick pace. I received 3 silver coins at the reception desk of the guild and returned to the inn with 5 horned rabbits without lowering the tension of the receptionist. Here are 5 horned rabbits, Landlady-san. I proudly held up the horned rabbits and handed them to the landlady. Thank you very much. It's 40 copper coins. Is that okay? Yes, that's fine. So, when can I eat it? It's a dish that takes a while to cook, so could you give me 2 hours? Oh, 2 hours from now. Well, it definitely tastes better when you're hungry. Let's get ready between now and then and taste the whole roasted horned rabbit at its best. 2 hours from now. I understand. And can I have some hot water to wash off my sweat? Yes, I will bring it to your room. Also, I would like to offer you a free dinner today. Oh, number. That's not necessary. No, we will have it from tomorrow. and it is our thanks for supplying us with high-quality horned rabbits wholesale. Free dinner. That sounds good. Well, I will take the offer then. I thanked the landlady and went back to my room. I felt at home in this private room. It's nice not to have to worry about being seen. I brought you some hot water. I was so careless that I was surprised. Why yes, thank you. Somehow I managed to keep my composure and received the hot water. It's been a while since I've had hot water, and I'd love to take a bath. If I could buy a luxury liner, it would have a bath, right? Well, if I have enough money to buy a luxury liner, I can make as many baths as I want. I'll wipe myself off and practice my daily life magic until dinner. It's nice to have a private room so I can practice until the magic is ready to be activated. The meal is ready. Please come to the dining room. Yes, I'll be right there. Finally, it was time for the whole roasted horned rabbit. I was looking forward to it so much. I prepared quickly, went to the inn's dining room, and took a seat. Here it is, the whole roasted horned rabbit. Oh, it's roasted. The horned rabbit, which I always fight with, is roasted with its horns pointed out. It looks delicious. It looks so delicious. What is that smell? Garlic, basil. The aroma of what seems to be various herbs, combined with the smell of the meat cooking, makes me want to bite into it. The bare-eared cook cuts the meat right in front of me. The cook also has bare ears, but I can't help it because I'm already thinking about the whole roasted meat. When the knife is inserted, there is a crisp sound, and juices pour out at the same time. It seems that the belly was stuffed with herbs, so the delicious smell of the meat is even more overwhelming. I can't wait to eat it. I devoured it. Crispy roasted skin, juices. The meat is light, but I can eat as much as I want with the herbs and salty juices. I devoured one rabbit and 2 pieces of bread. I must have hunted such delicious horned rabbits every day. I was getting more and more motivated. Thank you for the food, landlady-san. It was very delicious. I am glad you liked it. My husband is also pleased that you enjoyed it so much. By any chance, the cook who was cutting up the rabbit was your husband? Yes, he is my husband. Please tell him it was very delicious. Thank you for the food. Did I eat a little too much? I returned to my room with a pleasant feeling of satiety. I'm going to check my status and go to bed. Good night. Balance, 2008 copper coins. Striving for the luxury liner, Volume 1 Chapter 10. Thanks to some guy for the Ko-fi and this chapter. Join our Patreon to get more chapters. Enjoy. Chapter 10, A Month in Another World and God's Complaints. Morning. It's been almost a month since I arrived in the other world. My level has improved a little, and I have saved up some money. At this rate, I think I'll be able to survive in another world. Name, Wataru Toyomi. Age, 20. Race, human. Occupation, ship's captain. Level 13. Physical strength, 340. Magic power, 32 strength, 36 intelligence, 46 dexterity, 42 luck. 15. Skills, language comprehension, unique, ship summoning level 1, unique. Balance, 1 gold coin, 32 silver coins, 60 copper coins. My savings is over 1 gold coin, which is about 1 million Japanese yen. That's a little amazing, isn't it? Alright, I'll do my best to hunt horned rabbits again today. I had breakfast at the inn, picked up my lunchbox, and left for the guild. I took one of the request forms for the horned rabbit and went to the reception counter. I have done it so many times that I seem to have the air of a veteran. Good morning. I would like to take this request. Good morning. May I ask you something? What is it? It feels like this is the first time I've ever been talked to by the fox-eared Nissan, and I'm getting nervous. Is it perhaps an invitation to go on a date? Yes. What is it? I replied, trying to look nonchalant despite my pounding heart. You come here every day to do requests, don't you? Unless there is reason, I think it would be better for you to take a break. Being an adventurer is a difficult job and they're working really hard for their job, and most of them take a break after one job is done. Of course, if you want to take a request, I will be happy to accept it. That's right. It can't be a date. But is she worried about me? Just the thought of that alone is enough to blow away any fatigue I might be feeling. Calm down, I mustn't lose the kindness of the beautiful fox-eared Nissan. I haven't rested for a while. I came to the guild somehow, without any particular reason, and I was hunting horned rabbits in some way. Should I take a break? It depends on each person. But you seem to be working too much, so if you don't have any particular reason, I think it's okay to take a break. That's true too. There don't seem to be any labor laws in this world, and I should consider taking my vacations. Now that I have some money to spare, taking a little time off should be okay. Well, since I have no particular reason, I'll take the day off today. I appreciate your concern, and thanks for the advice. No, I apologize for going too far. No, I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. Have I done it without any trouble? I was so worried about the beautiful fox-eared Anisan that I almost got carried away and did something incomprehensible, but I didn't behave in a problematic way. Did I? I thanked the fox-eared Anisan firmly and left the guild. Thinking about it calmly, I've been hunting every day since I came to this other world. It's a big city, but I didn't even do any sightseeing. Now that I have a day off, let's take a look around the city. I calmly look around. Where should I go? I should have asked if there were any good places to go before I left the guild. It's a tragic mistake. Well, it's better to enjoy the moment than to dwell on the mistake. Huh? Is that guy a dwarf? Whoa. There's the dog-eared beastman, as well. It's been a month since I've been in this city, and somehow I feel like I'm seeing this city properly for the first time. I guess I didn't have enough time. Let's make sure to enjoy today. A city of another world, full of strange things I've never seen before. People and things are literally from another world. It is interesting to see both things that I have no idea how to use and things that are also found in Japan. Kitchen knives have the same shape in this world. A pot is still a pot, and there are things like frying pans. It is somehow interesting to see the same things in different worlds. As I wandered around the city, I came upon a large plaza. Among the large buildings, there is a large and majestic building. It looked like a church. Religion. I wondered, what kind of gods are there in the other world? Speaking of which, there was a person who gave me a message and a skill, right? I remember that, and it said that I couldn't do anything too much about it. I thought maybe it was a god who gave me their message. I wonder if I could reach him if I prayed at the church and thanked him. I went to what looked like a church and asked, "This is a church, isn't it? Can a regular person come in?" I was wondering if I could just pray as a non-scholar. "Yes, you may come in. When you go in, you will see many people praying, so just do the same, and you will be fine." "Thank you." Should I do the same? It seems appropriate. Is that right? Well, that's what the church member said. Everything is fine, right? Once I got myself together and entered the church, I felt a change in the atmosphere. It's a world with magic power, so it's not surprising that there is divine power as well. Inside the church, believers are praying in front of the statue of a god, kneeling down on both knees with their hands folded in front of their faces. I guess I should imitate them. I get down on both knees, fold my hands in front of my face, and close my eyes. Is it God who gave me the skills and the message? Thanks to you, I can manage to live in the other world. Thank you. You are welcome. As I was praying, I suddenly heard a voice. I was surprised and opened my eyes to see a glowing, gorgeous room. "Nice to meet you, Wataru Toyomi-kun." I turned toward where I heard the voice and saw a mischievous-looking boy sitting on a glittering throne. He is sure to be handsome in the future. I envy him. Nice to meet you. Where is this place? I guess you'd call this the Divine Realm in your country, huh? T/N. He said it's Shinkai with comma, which means Divine Realm here. Deep Sea. No, it's not. In that case, it's the Divine Realm, isn't it? So then, is this boy a god? T/N. Then Wataru thought it was Shinkai with, which means Deep Sea or something like that. Well, once again, thank you for giving me the skills. You are unfazed. Weren't you surprised? I'm surprised, and I'm scared. But in a Japanese story, when you pray in church, there is a possibility that you will be called by God, so I thought that there is such a possibility, so that's why I might be a little calm. Ah, your world culture is interesting, isn't it? Do you know it? Well, there's the association between the gods. Oh, I see. Is it possible that when I go back, the time hasn't moved forward? Correct. I know, it's just like in the templates. But God is amazing. I was surprised because I thought it would be a blank, empty room. When I was called, yeah, I thought I'd go with a plain white room, but I went with this one because it's my taste. It looks great, doesn't it? Yes, but you are God, aren't you? Aren't you great? Yes, I am great because I am the creator God. I created this world. But there is a difference between being great and looking great. That's true. I mean, you are the creator God, aren't you? So, Why did you call me here? I thought you said in your message that you couldn't do much about my situation. Now that you mention it, I have a question for you. Hey, how is your life in the other world? Well, in my opinion, I don't think there's any such thing. When I asked the question, the Creator God started denying my life. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it, you asked? You're just hunting horned rabbits. You do not have any adventures. You're completely buried in it. But you said in your message that you prefer to keep a low profile, didn't you? There must have been something scary, almost threatening, written in that message. That's right, and I got some complaints about it. It was not interesting to watch. It's troublesome, isn't it? I mean, how could I, a Creator God, complain about that? The Creator God, with his mouth agape, complained. I would like to say that it is impossible for me to be called to the divine realm and be dissed for leading a serious life. I can't say it, though. I don't understand. Am I being watched? Yes, because you are from another world. They tend to behave in unpredictable ways, and there are a lot of gods who look forward to it, you know? No, there are a lot of them. It is embarrassing to be watched. Well, that's all right. We never watch you in the bathroom or in your bedroom. I wouldn't say that's okay. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't look at it if you could. Yeah, quite a few gods and goddesses have stopped watching because your behavior is so boring. Like the god of entertainment. He said your behavior makes him nauseous. I was just living a normal life, and you said it made him nauseous. Don't gods support people who live serious lives? Is this world okay for him to be nauseous just because he's an entertainment god or something? The god of war and the god of magic says that you become like this because your unique skill set sucks. Isn't that awful? Now I can see that ship summoning is fun. But at the beginning of the fall, I somewhat agree with the opinion of the god of war and the god of magic, which are gods with disturbing names. I fell into a place where there are no rivers or oceans, and I honestly don't see how I can summon a ship there. It was written that it was because my name sounded like it or something. I thought it was a perfect fit. It's a great skill. If there are no oceans or rivers, why not go where there are? The boarding rejection is amazing. It can easily repel even a dragon breath, you know? Only a god can break through it. And yet, you run away from even goblins and refuse to fight. That's why the god of war and the god of magic call it a shitty skill. No, I didn't know that boarding rejection was that powerful either. Even if you don't know, at least try with the goblins. It's a unique skill, you know. And since you're not going to notice for the rest of your life, let me tell you, you don't have to wait until you summon a boat to get on it. Just get on the glowing magic circle, and you'll be right on it. Oh, there's a trick to that. When the magic circle appears, you can even stand on the water's surface and be protected. And while the ship is being repatriated, the cargo on the ship is also frozen in time, so you can use it to your advantage. What is that? It's a ship's version of an item box. That's very convenient. Oh, thank you. You haven't even looked at the purchase screen of the ship yet, have you? Now that you have some money saved up, don't you want to buy something? There are plenty of nice ships out there, aren't there? You can raise the level of ship summoning by buying ships. I don't have a place to use it, and even a rubber boat would be conspicuous, but a motorboat is a bit. And the level of ship summoning goes up if I buy a ship, huh? Such a thing can be done as long as the level of ship summoning goes up. It's a skill I gave you. You're too cautious. But I got a message that it's better to be inconspicuous. There are limits, aren't there? It is true that in the past, when I gave unique skills to the people who fell, there was a problem because they became heroes, saints, demon kings, and so on, and they all went wild. So I gave you a slightly weak and unique skill and a message. Hero, demon king? There are too many things to get into. I can't keep up with them. But you know, most people, somewhere along the line, give out their knowledge or show their power and influence the world a little bit, even though it's halted, and they use their power to satisfy their greed while keeping a low profile. And you are what? How can you be satisfied with summoning a hutboat? So you should try harder. I know what you mean, but I feel like you are being unreasonably angry. I have greed, too. I've only been in this world for about a month. I could have been very active in the future. Most of the gods' opinions are that you will either spend the rest of your life in a leisurely manner or you will end your life by just defeating a goblin or even an orc. If that happens, the unique skills I gave you will not work. And then they will say that the unique skills I gave you were not good enough or that the message was unnecessary. And that's the leverage. By leverage, do you mean what you do to people's lives? Okay. I understand. I'll do my best. You taught me that even dragons can't get in, so I'll fight the monsters a little more too. Ha, you really should do your hardest. You're just like a loner, aren't you? You should try to build a better relationship with people. I at least have someone to talk to, you know. All you do is talk. Do you even know their names? This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. I'm really asking you. God is asking me seriously. Regardless of the content, it's kind of great to be asked by God, isn't it? If I don't provide you with a little more guidance, I'll be concerned in your case. Don't you miss the taste of your hometown? You can eat at the restaurants on the ship for a small fee. On a luxury cruise ship, there are many first-class restaurants from all over the world. That means I can eat rice, then? Yes. You can't watch TV or use the internet, but you can watch DVDs, movies, and even new releases. Of course, other than that, you can use the stores and facilities that are open. God gave you unique skills. They're incredible, you know. I've been told things that motivate me tremendously. With a luxury cruise ship, I could get back to a pretty civilized life. Good food and movies. I can't believe how incredibly exciting it would be. I'm motivated. I'll do my best from now on. That's the most powerful reply I've ever heard. I believe in you, so good luck. Bye. Have I returned? But I never thought the gods were watching me. I got quite a bit of useful information, so I guess I'll do my best to please the Creator God a little more from now on. As I was leaving the church, the people who were praying were handing money to the priest. I wondered if it was an offering. I was given some useful information, so I was inspired and decided to give 1 silver coin. Now that I have gotten a lot of unexpected information, I think I'll go back to the inn and think about things today. Balance: 1 gold coin, 31 silver coins, 60 copper coins. Striving for the Luxury Liner, Volume 1 Chapter 11. Here's the chapter. Enjoy. Chapter 11. Adventurer Party and Future Plans. I cut out of sightseeing in the city early and returned to the inn to think about the future. Welcome back. You are home early today. The landlady is a little surprised at my unusual return time. I can tell by the way she looks at me that I've been working too hard. Well, God has given me a blast, and I have to do my best while thinking about the rest of the day off. I'm home. I decided to take a little time off today, so I'll be relaxing in my room. You're taking a day off. Please take a good rest. What about your dinner? Around 6 bells, please. Very well. I left the landlady and went back to my room. Now, I told the Creator God that I would do my best, and if I didn't take it seriously, I might be punished by heaven or something. First, let's sort out the information I was given. I can get on top of the magic circle of the ship summoning. When I get on top of the magic circle, I can move to any desired position on the ship. This is very convenient. The level of ship summoning will increase with the purchase of a ship. It is said that when the level of ship summoning increases, it also manages conspicuousness, which is somehow worrisome. While the ship is being repatriated, the cargo on the ship is also stopped in time. The power of the boarding rejection can easily repel even the dragon breath. It was totally a cheat I was getting. So that's why the god was angry, since I was running away from the goblins. I can use the stores and facilities opened on the ship by ship summoning, but not the internet and TV. I can eat Japanese food, watch anime on DVD, and movies at the cinema. That's the most important information. I need to check the stores and facilities on ferries and luxury cruise ships. That's all. Considering this information, I would like to reach the luxury liner. In order to get to the luxury liner, I need to make a lot of money. The only way I can think of to do that is to become an adventurer who makes a lot of money, or to become a very successful merchant. Oh, there's also the way to advertise my abilities to the government and ask them to fund me. If I could market it well, I could buy a luxury cruise ship in no time, but there would be many risks involved, such as ties, assassinations, and all sorts of other dangers, so I dismissed the idea. A ship that will never sink seems like a straight line to war. So what about adventurers or merchants? As long as I have the ship out in the open, I'm almost invincible on the defensive. But while traveling on land, I'm like a paper with almost no offensive power. The only thing I can use to attack at the moment is with the oars. I feel that not having the power to defeat monsters is quite a problem for an adventurer. Maybe I should recruit adventurers with high attack power as my companions and let them do all the attacking. The problem is that I don't have a good eye for people. Hopefully, it works out. but I'm too worried about my ability to be taken advantage of if I'm not good enough and they find out. The problem would be solved if I had a slave like at the template. If I'm going to buy a slave, I'd rather buy a beautiful and sexy Anisan and pamper her immensely than buy a burly battle slave. In the first place, do slaves exist? Let's find out how much they cost. How about becoming a merchant? I'm more suited to be a merchant in terms of ability. It's more like a trade than opening a store, but a ship that never sinks is an advantage. And if I can find a profitable route back and forth between countries, I can make money with no risk for a long time. The problem is the funds to buy a ship. I can buy a motorboat, but I need at least a fishing boat when it comes to trade. I would like to go to the southern city eventually. I don't know if I can immediately head to the southern city and make some money. At the very least, I need to be able to travel and reach my destination. I'll save up enough money to buy a fishing boat while hunting horned rabbits here, and I'm sure I'll have enough money in 3 or 4 months. But I'm sure damnation will fall on me before then. First, I need to gather information. Let's find out about adventurers, the southern city, and slaves. It's not enough to just hunt horned rabbits. I'll have to go into the forest as well. Oh, and I also need to find out about the southwestern forest. Ding, dong. The 6 bells rang. Let's go to the dining hall. There must be at least a party of adventurers at the dining hall, so let's go talk to them. When I went to the dining hall, I found, as I expected, a group of adventurers eating. I thought I heard that they were mainly taking requests to take down goblins and wanted to challenge orcs. Although we only exchange greetings occasionally, acquaintances are acquaintances. Let's talk to them. Good evening. May I join you for dinner? I don't mind, but it's unusual. You always eat alone. Ahaha, I've wanted to know more about the Southwest Forest, so I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions. I know it's a little late, but my name is Wataru, and it's nice to meet you. Oh, now that you mention it, I haven't told you my name yet. I'm Aldo, the leader, and these two are the swordsman Great, and Gaius. The one with the spear is Sismondo, and the one with the bow is also. Nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. The waiter came in, and I asked for today's recommendation and ale for the adventurers. Sorry, was that about the Southwest Woods? You know, we've just graduated, and we don't have much to tell you, do we? Even though they've just graduated, they're still very muscular and powerful from my point of view. What is it like to be a first-class adventurer? The people in the Adventurers Guild all look so strong that I can't tell the difference. I would be happy to hear about how to defeat goblins and how to escape from danger. Are you going into the forest? I don't recommend going into the forest alone. I would like to go into the forest, or rather, I would like to go on a journey at some point. If I can't defeat the goblins or at least escape, I'm not sure I'll be able to do anything. Traveling. If so, it is better to form a party. You can't travel without a night watchman. I would suggest that you hire an escort. Night watch, huh? I hadn't thought of that. I was thinking of staying in a hutboat, but it would be conspicuous when traveling alone. I guess I need a party. I'm still trying to decide whether I want to be an adventurer or a merchant. It would be a nuisance to form a party in such a state. There is nothing better than to have a little bit of skill, so I want to enter the forest. I see. Then it's hard to form a proper party. I think it's best to have a temporary party and gain some experience. The goblins are manageable if you have enough people, and you can learn how to run away from them. Going into the forest alone is like throwing your life away unless you have very strong skills. I guess so. Well, I'm going to choose a weapon, train with it, and join a temporary party then. You haven't even selected a weapon yet? Yes, I'm thinking of a spear. But I'm also thinking about a light knife. In my case, I think it would be best to use a knife before summoning the ship and then use a spear once the ship is summoned. But I can't explain it to them. Well, you can try it at the guild's training grounds. So, I have a question for you, too, if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. What is it? You've been hunting horned rabbits all day, haven't you? You don't seem to be hurting for money. But do you make a profit? Have they finally taken an interest regarding the horned rabbits? Well, I'm going to leave the western city sooner or later, so there is no need to keep it a secret. It would be a good opportunity for us to get to know each other. So I'll tell them. Since I don't know how much money you all make, it's hard for me to make a judgment. But I think I can save enough money and make a good living. I see, we're unstable, but I'd say about 80 coppers a person. I'm sorry, But may I ask how much the horned rabbits are paid? Yes, that's fine. It depends on how long you hunt, but I hunted from morning to evening and got 50 rabbits, making a total of 5 silver coins. Hey, you're making more than all of us in the party. How can you make so much money on horned rabbits? If you hunt neatly and bleed them properly, each rabbit costs 10 copper coins. If you beat them with a club, you can beat them cleanly, so all you have to do is to get more of them. Aldo-san and the others were surprised. Well, it's a way of earning money, and I can't imagine what it would be like to just go hunting on the side of an adventure. Is it really possible to make that much money? Can we try it too? Yes, it's a big town, and I haven't been able to digest all the requests for horned rabbits at all. I think the people who are waiting for the horned rabbits will be pleased. But you can't get stronger by continuing to hunt horned rabbits. Since you hunt individually, you may lose the coordination you have been improving. You know, I don't think you will be able to defeat the goblins even if you continue to hunt horned rabbits. The level will go up. But for Aldo-san, who has graduated from the beginner level, it will be almost a margin of error. Well, it is true that hunting horned rabbits is not enough to develop one's ability. Yes, it's good enough to make a living in the city, but it won't help you build up your skills and become highly ranked. Well, it's all about balance, isn't it? We want to be well equipped and go deep into the forest, you know. I'll talk it over with the party. Thanks. No, it is my pleasure. Thank you very much. After paying the 35 copper coins for dinner and ale, I returned to my room. I wonder if Aldo-san and the others will come to the horned rabbit hunting ground. It will be harder to use the ship summons, but I need to be able to fight a little without using it, so it is just right. After all, does it seem reckless to enter the forest alone? If I had the ship summoning, I would be fine, but I can't use it if I'm going to be part of a temporary party, so I'll have to train for combat. Without the ship summoning, I will need a spear. I also think I'll need a knife and a bow when I'm out of spear range, even when using scouting and ship summoning. I can't do everything perfectly, so I'll ask the Adventurers Guild if they can teach me the basics. I'll hunt from morning until about 2 o'clock and then train at the Adventurers Guild. If I can join a temporary party, I'll join it and gain some experience. I can't do anything fancy right away, but since I'm training and going to the forest, God will understand for a while. Right? So while I train, I'll find out about the southern city, about the slaves, and stuff like that. Okay, now that I have the general idea, let's practice daily life magic and go to bed. Balance: 1 gold coin, 31 silver coins, 25 copper coins. Striving for the luxury liner, Volume 1 Chapter 12. Enjoy. Chapter 12, Weapon Selection, Training, and First Time in the Forest. It's morning. After eating breakfast and receiving my lunch, the landlady approached me. Are you going to hunt horned rabbits today? If you could, I'd like you to bring me 5 horned rabbits wholesale. Yes, I will go hunting, and I will bring them back on my way back. Since the first time I stayed at this inn and wholesaled horned rabbits, I have been asked for them directly by chance. They buy them for the same price as the guild's commission, and they give me a free side dish, so I feel like I'm getting something out of it. I chose one more request for the horned rabbit at the guild today and went to the reception counter of the guild's beautiful fox-eared Annie-san. Good morning, I would like this request. Oh, thank you for yesterday. I was able to relax and realize that I didn't know much about this city at all. I've decided to take a proper day off and go sightseeing again. Good morning. I am glad to hear that. There are some fun places and unusual things to see in this city, so please enjoy yourself. Yes, your request is accepted. I wish I could say, please show me around the western city. Here, but it's impossible. It takes a lot of guts to talk to someone who's kind of too beautiful. Let's go hunting. Yes, Aldo-san and his party might be coming to the hunting ground today. Well, I might as well just buy a club at the guild store. Welcome. Can I help you? I was greeted by the usual cute shopkeeper. It was the same old shopkeeper thing with no progress. I'm looking for a long, inexpensive club that doesn't weigh too much. In that case, we have these 2 clubs. They are 30 copper coins each but differ in weight and length. Can I hold them? Yes, you may. If you wish to swing them, please come to the training area. I understand. When I hold it, the longer one feels more like the oar. This way, I don't have to swing it. This longer one, please, and here are the 30 coppers. Yes, thank you. After paying the money, I took the club and headed out to hunt. After arriving at the southwestern meadow, I looked for the horned rabbit. I feel nervous when I think of hunting without the ship summoning. The horned rabbit I found jumped on me. Even though I was inside the barrier, I had hunted hundreds of horned rabbits before, so I could somehow understand their movements. I match my club to the rabbit and hit it. It missed. The rabbit dodges in a hurry. Again, I hit the rabbit with the club, and it went well. Phew. I was nervous. I had only swung my oar in time for the rabbit to hit the barrier. I can't use my weapon very well, even if I know most of its movements, so I have to think about avoiding them. Just one more action is a lot of work. After hunting for a while, Aldo-san and the others arrived. They all had clubs, so I guessed they were hunting horned rabbits. Good morning. Good morning. We talked about it and decided that we wouldn't know what to do until we tried it. So we came here to give it a try. Excuse us for disturbing you. Ha ha ha. It's not my land, so don't worry about it. Wataru is the pioneer of this hunting ground, so I thought it would be appropriate. Do adventurers have a territory? In my case, there was no one who acted as the main axis of this place, so I was monopolizing it on my own. But perhaps I was bothering someone. No, not particularly. But you taught us how to hunt, and we're even in the same place. It's just a courtesy. Good. It seems I'm not bothering anyone with my behavior. Okay, good luck. They're really here. I'm glad I bought the club. It sucks that I can't take a break on the hutboat, but I'm sure I'll be in plenty of situations like this in the future, so I'll have to get used to it. I continued hunting, avoiding the location of Aldo-san and the others. It was about 3 o'clock. The number of rabbits I hunted was 33. I'll go back after hunting 2 more. I easily found 2 horned rabbits, so I quickly defeated them. Now I have 35 rabbits. When I return, I should call out to Aldo-san and the others. Thank you for your hard work. I am going back now. How are you doing? I called out to Aldo-san and the others who had just gathered and were taking a break. It was difficult to find the right amount of force not to smash them, but I managed to get 15 of them. The other members also hunted more than 10 rabbits. But anyway, you're back earlier than usual. Did we cause you any trouble? No, I hunted 35 horned rabbits, and there is no trouble in this wide meadow. As I said yesterday, I am going to finish early from now on and have the guild members train me with weapons. 35 rabbits are enough for me. 35 rabbits. That's amazing. We'll hunt until the evening. See you at the inn. Yes, I'll see you later. I went to the inn first to get 5 horned rabbits wholesale and then headed for the guild. The scary-looking old man is not there. Is it only during the busy evening hours? I'm the only one I've seen using his services, so it doesn't seem to make sense. If so, then from now on, I can have my completion report done by the pretty lady. I immediately head to the counter of the beautiful fox-eared Nissan. Please confirm my request for 30 rabbits. Yes, you are early today, aren't you? Yes, that's right. I've been thinking about doing some weapons training for a while today, starting around 3 o'clock. Can you introduce me to an instructor at the guild? We do have instructors. We have retired adventurer as an instructor, so it's 10 copper coins for an hour. But it's regrettable. Everyone was happy with the delivery of so many horned rabbits. I made the fox-eared Nissan disappointed. I'm a guilty man too. Let's not do this because it's going to be in vain. I'm sorry, but I think it will be alright. Aldo-san and the others were hunting horned rabbits today. Is that so? Yes, I told them about the horned rabbit hunt yesterday, and they said they would give it a try. So, depending on the frequency, I think the supply will increase. I see. That's very helpful. Yes, all the requests have been fulfilled. Here are 3 silver coins. Yes, there is a difference between being handed a reward by a scary-looking old man and being handed a reward by a fox-eared Nissan. So, speaking of the instructor, I would like to learn the basics of knife, spear, bow, and scouting. Is that okay? Do you really want to learn that much? I don't know what I'm good at, and after I learn the basics, I'll decide which ones I want to focus on. Very well. Will you start today? Yes, I will prepare my weapon. So can I start from the 4th bell? Starting tomorrow, I would like to train for 2 hours every day, starting at the 4th bell. Do you want to concentrate on the same subject, or do you want us to do them separately? The same subject, please. All right. Today we have a spear instructor, so please come to the training hall at the 4th bell. That will be 20 coppers. Yes, thank you. Now that I have found an instructor, Let's go to the store and buy some weapons. Knife, spear, and bow. Did I overdo it a little? Welcome. Is there anything wrong with the club? No, I am quite satisfied with the club. From today, the guild is teaching me the basics of knife, spear, bow, and scouting, so I need a beginner's weapon. And is there anything else I need for scouting? For beginners, yes. We will provide you with the most orthodox one, so please choose the one that fits your hand. I am not sure about the tools for scouting. I am sorry. No, that's okay. I'll consult with the instructor. Then let me check the weapons. I took one of the weapons in my hand one by one. As a beginner, I don't really know about them, so I just picked the one I have a vague feeling about. I chose the one I thought was the right one. A knife for 20 coppers, a spear for 50 coppers, a bow for 30 coppers, and 10 arrows for 10 coppers, making a total of 1 silver coin on 10 copper coins. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you again. I've got the weapons without any problems. It's almost time for the 4th bell, and I head to the training hall. When the 4th bell rang, a man with a spear entered, and I checked to see if he was the instructor. Excuse me, I signed up for a spear training course at the 4th bell. Are you the instructor? Yes, my name is Yaz. The instructor. I assume you are fine with the basics of the spear, right? Yes, my name is Wataru. I look forward to working with you. The training began. I learned the basics, from how to hold the spear, to basic thrusting, swinging, and footwork, with rests in between. Okay, I guess we're done. Repetition is important. You must practice every day. Yes, thank you very much. It's pretty hard, but maybe I'll try to do it before I ask for the hot water at the inn. After the training was over, I returned to the inn and went to the dining hall, where Aldo-san approached me. Yo, Wataru. Would you like to join us for dinner? Yes, I will join you then. How was the horned rabbit? Oh, I hunted 28 rabbits, though the one that I failed to control my strength ended up only worth 5 coppers. The best was Sismondo, who used a spear with 35 rabbits. Everyone is happy because their reward has tripled. It's thanks to you. No, number. So will you continue to hunt horned rabbits in the future? The guild seems to be happy that you are taking requests for horned rabbits. Oh, that's the plan. But I am certainly worried about the decline in cooperation and ability, as Wataru said. So until our equipment is ready, we plan to alternate going to the forest as well as hunting the horned rabbits. How did your training go, Wataru? The training was just the basics, but it went well. From now on, I will sign up for 2 hours of training every day from the 4th bell. Don't take it every day, you should take a break once in a while. Oh, that's right. I always forget to take a break and push myself too hard. I'll try not to forget to take a proper break. That's right. Rest is important too, so I'll take a moderate break. We continued eating, talking about the horned rabbits and the southwestern forest. The more I hear about them, the less I want to fight goblins and such. Thank you for the meal. See you later. Oh, see you later. I finished eating, so I parted from Aldo-san, who was still drinking. Now, after taking an after-dinner break, I'm going to train in swinging and daily life magic. It's going to be harder and harder every time I learn more. Balance, 1 gold coin, 33 silver coins, 45 copper coins. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. It had been a month since I met God and 2 months since I fell into the other world. I repeatedly trained and hunted horned rabbits and went sightseeing in the city on my days off. While going sightseeing, I prayed at the church and reported that I would go to the forest after training and would go to the southern city after getting accustomed to the forest. Since I was not called to the divine realm, well, I don't think he was angry. I haven't been able to find out any more information about the southern continent than what I have found in books. I desperately need a merchant acquaintance. I had some information about slaves. Aldo-san and his party said they wanted slaves, so I asked them about it. It seems that Aldo-san and his party didn't know much about the details, but they said that rich people or adventurers with a certain degree of ability buy slaves. The reason I had not seen any slaves in this city was that the area of activity was different from that of the rich, and the land does not require adventurers of high rank, so it seems that adventurers with slaves do not come to this city. I finished the knife training in 2 sessions, and it seems it's not suitable for me. With knives, the distance to the target would be so close that it would freak me out. I was told that I should extend my spear and bow, which are more distant from the target. The other courses are going well. They don't tell me I'm talented, but they also don't tell me to stop, so I practice diligently every day. I have learned how to draw the bow and have managed to hit the target. I have never hit the horned rabbit, though. The instructor came to the hunting ground of the horned rabbit to teach me how to search for the rabbit. I also train the spear by swinging it and hitting it with the instructor. I wonder if everything is going well. Since I fight only horned rabbits, my level only went up by 2, but my fun surpassed 2 gold coins. Name, Toyomi Wataru. Age, 20. Race, human. Occupation, ship's captain. Level 15. Physical strength, 380. Magic power, 36 strength, 40 intelligence, 50 dexterity, 46 luck, 15 skills. Language comprehension, unique. Ship summoning level 1, unique. Balance, 2 gold coins, 13 silver coins, 85 copper coins. My status hasn't changed that much, but I'd like to believe that my training has made me a little stronger. And today, I finally went to the forest. I started to meet Aldo-san and his party frequently at the hunting ground of the horned hare. When I told them that I was thinking of looking for a temporary party, they said they could not take me every time, but they would take me once in a while. Good morning. Are you ready? Aldo-san and his party came out. Yes, I don't think I forgot anything. I'm a little nervous, though. Ha ha ha. Relax. We are not going deep into the forest. There are slimes and goblins at most. And then you have us as well. You've practiced enough. You'll be fine. Why yes. But I'm still nervous. Goblins, I think I can beat them, but I don't like the gross look of them. Words alone won't take the edge off, will it? Well, I'm sure you'll calm down after one fight. So let's get going. Finally, I'm in the forest. Let's go for it. Striving for the Luxury Liner, Volume 1 Chapter 13. Here's the chapter. Enjoy. Chapter 13, Goblins, Slimes, Tame Skills, and Preparing for the Travel. We arrived at the forest. I had always seen it from the hunting ground of the horned rabbit, but the thought of going inside made it look somewhat eerie. I wondered if it would be alright. Okay, let's go into the forest. Wataru will be in the middle of us for now. If any goblins appear, we'll leave one behind so you can try to fight it. I understand. Relax. If there is only one goblin, it is more difficult to fight with a fast rabbit. You will be fine, Wataru. Crack. Hi. I was startled by the sound of a branch being stepped on. It's so embarrassing. Well, let's move on. They just let it slide. Everyone is so kind. It's so hard to walk in an unmanaged forest. There are roots sticking out in places, holes, stones, and many obstacles. As we were walking along, we heard voices and the sound of rustling bushes in front of us. Goblins. I'll reduce their number to 1 for now, so Wataru, stay calm and hold your spear at the ready. Yes. When the goblins spotted us, they charged at us while shouting. Aldo-san's party easily defeated the goblins. It was so easy that I won't be of any help to them. Go, Wataru. Yes. I thrust with my spear, and the spear easily pierced the goblin's face. It's grotesque. Easy, right? Yes. One seems to be manageable. But are goblins always like that? They make a lot of noise, and they just charge right into you without a second thought, don't they? Well, they are usually like that. But be on your guard. When there is a goblin leader, you have to use your head a little bit. You know, ambush and all that. But enough talking. Let's go get the magic stone and the right ear. Why yes. It's gross, but I cut around the goblin's heart and took out a small stone. The next step is to cut off the right ear. I'm not very good at this, even though I killed it myself. What are you going to do with the rest of the body? You can leave it in this forest. There are slimes, and the miasma is thin. They will be digested before they turn into zombies or skeletons. Is the miasma so low in this forest? Would we have to burn them if we were elsewhere? Oh, yes. So this forest is for beginners to intermediate. If it's a thicker area, you have to dig a hole and bury it or burn it. Alright. Let's move on. Okay. Oh, slime. Have you ever seen slime before, Wataru? I've never seen one before. It's so cute. The shape is like a rice cake, blue in color, and it's wriggling. It moves slowly, stretching its body and moving back and forth. The way it moves is cute. I want to touch it and stroke it around. Is it cute? It's cute. Is it okay if I touch it? If you touch it for too long, you will be taken inside and melted. Okay, so it's okay if I touch it a little. Wow, it's so plump. When you stroke it, it's slippery. I'll take this child with me. Can I keep him? Calm down. Do you have taming skills? If you don't, Even though they are slimes, they are still monsters. You can't let it into town. How do I get the taming skills? As I said, calm down. It's not that easy to get the skill. Mocha mock if you oh. What is this fellow? What is this slime doing? Mocha mock yo ooh. Have you calmed down? I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. That's not a little, though. Let's get going. I was stunned, but I loved the feeling. If I had been alone, I might not have been able to come back. Well, slimes are not that dangerous, and they clean the forest, so unless you have a good reason, you should not hunt them. I've also heard that some slimes are poisonous, big, or use magic. I'd like to see them. There are so many slimes. It's a mochi paradise. I want to plunge into it. Oh, goblins are coming. You'd better brace yourself. Yes, sir. While enduring the temptation of slime, we hunt goblins one after another. Aldo-san's party was well coordinated, with swords, spears, and bows all functioning properly. I study the battles in the forest, observing Aldo-san and his party as much as possible. It's getting dark, we should get back. Yes, I was nervous, but one goblin was no problem. If I have the ship summoning, I can handle any number of them. But I would like to have a slime, a taming skill. Can I get it if I can befriend animals and monsters? Let's check in the reference room. We return to the guild and receive the subjugation reward. I told them that it was more than enough for them to take me with them, but they gave me 50 copper coins, saying that it's basically split up among everyone. I should thank Aldo-san and the others for all the trouble and for dragging them down. Now, let's go back to the inn and eat dinner. Wataru will eat with us, right? Yes, I will join you. After returning to the inn, we put our luggage in our rooms and gathered in the dining hall. Well then, here's to another safe return today and to Wataru's first goblin defeat. Cheers. Phew, this after-work drink is irresistible, isn't it? Wataru, how was it today? Yes, it was good. I was able to defeat the goblins, but I learned that it's impossible to get unscathed if they come at you in a group. If I were to go on a trip, I would either train more or hire an escort. Yes, even goblins can be troublesome when they are in large numbers. Well, we will take you with us once in a while, so you can try different things. I'd appreciate it, but I wouldn't want to cause you that much trouble. Ha ha ha, don't worry about that. We have been getting paid more since you told us about the horned rabbit. We decided to buy a higher grade of equipment than we had originally planned to buy. Still, it seems we could buy it a lot faster than we originally planned. Everyone appreciates it, so don't worry so much about taking you to the forest. I knew that horned rabbits were efficient. Well, that's because it's a big city in the west. If it were a small village, there would be too much meat for me to hunt alone. Then, I'll take your word for it. Oh, take it easy, take it easy. I returned to my room after a pleasant meal and a drink. Even though I drank alcohol, did I overspend 30 copper coins? I've had enough to drink, so I'm going to skip today's practice. I'll just check my status and go to bed. My level has gone up by 1. The experience gained from goblins seems to be better than from horned rabbits. Speaking of which, I wonder what is the level of Aldo-san and his party. I'll ask them when I get a chance. Good night. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. It's morning. Shall I hunt horned rabbits again today? No. Let's go to the reference room and check our taming skills first. I'll find a way to tame a slime. After eating breakfast, I took my lunch and headed for the guild's reference room. Good morning. I've come to take a look at the documents. Good morning. Try not to make a mess. Well, which book is it in? Tamer's book is not. I hope it's in the skills encyclopedia over here. It doesn't have any requirements for learning to be a tamer. It seems that people who have animals and stuff can learn it comparatively easily, but it doesn't seem to be absolute, and you need a base to have animals. At the moment, there is no animal I want to keep other than slime, but I don't want to give up on slime. I'll have to ask the tamer for more information or find a better book. In the meantime, I'll ask the guild's instructor if there are any tamers. Good morning. This request, please. Yes, I have accepted it. It's the beautiful fox Sidonie-san. She's as beautiful as ever. But I don't even know her name yet. I'm kind of embarrassed to ask her now. Is there a guild instructor who can teach me about tame? Is it? I apologize. We can't introduce you to someone who can teach you the tame skill because the conditions for learning it have not yet been determined. The conditions for learning the skill have not been determined? I was a little shocked. Although it was not listed in the skill dictionary, and it was to be expected. I guess I'll just have to make it on my own. I'm not going to give up on the slime. Is that so? Thank you very much. Well, I'll do my best for my work then. Have a good day. For the first time ever, the beautiful fox Sireni-san said goodbye to me. I was so happy that it surprised me. I wonder if I should ask her name. It would not be very pleasant to talk to the next adventurer who went back to work. If things were not going well, let's work hard. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. After earning 3 silver coins from hunting horned rabbits and completing my training, I returned to the inn to eat. But I can't continue living like this forever, can I? What should I do from now on? Yes, let's have closure. 1 month from today, I will leave for the southern city. So let's prepare for the trip and how to get to the southern city. While hunting horned rabbits and training. If I am going to travel, I will need food. Fortunately, I heard that if I load the food on the ship, the time will not pass during the repatriation, so I'll tell the landlady to make 2 daily lunches and store 1 in the storage ship. After that, if I stock up on some food stall skewers and fruit, I should be fine. As long as I prepare properly, I will not starve. After setting the 1-month limit, I went to the forest with Aldo-san and his party, hunting horned rabbits, training, and replenishing my food supply every day. In the latter half of the month, I went to the forest alone a few times. If I used the ship summoning, I could handle any number of goblins, and I could gain skills in spears and bows by defeating goblins coming toward the boat with spears and bows. Real-world experience is important. I stroked and hugged the slime for the taming skill. I tried to give the goblins I killed, but I still couldn't get the tame skill. I asked the beautiful fox Sireni-san from the guild how to get to the southern city. According to her, the common way is to head to the royal capital and follow the road south from the capital or take a boat down the river that passes by the royal capital. The river seems to be an important route connecting the royal capital and the southern city, and many boats are said to come and go. I thought about summoning a boat to go down the river but decided against it because it would be too conspicuous to go down by boat alone. However, there is also a river between the western city and the royal capital, and it is said that this river also flows to the southern city. This river has a difference in elevation, and its width is narrow in some places, and there have been plans to improve it, but they always end in failure. This river is more discreet and will allow you to reach the southern city, so I plan to go down this river. I heard that it takes 4 days from the royal capital to the southern city by boat, but I think I can get there in 10 days even if I have to take a boat down the river, which is not well maintained. What made me happy was that the beautiful fox Sireni-san thanked me for my help. Thanks to me, the number of adventurers who hunt horned rabbits increased, and the number of requests for horned rabbits began to increase. Since the rabbit hunt was unexpectedly profitable, new adventurers were able to gain experience, and a virtuous cycle was created in which new adventurers, equipped with slightly better equipment, took on the goblins, and the number of wounded decreased. I asked if there were any escort requests to the southern city, which I failed to do, and was told that I had to be at least an E-ranked party or D-ranked if solo to get an escort request. I asked how many more requests I would need to receive to move up to D rank and was told that I would need to complete at least 30 goblin subjugation requests. I have only taken about 5 goblin subjugation requests with Aldo-san and the others. I asked if there was any way for me to go on the road alone, and they told me that I could accompany the merchants on the condition that I cooperate with them in case of an emergency. Although I would not be paid for my services, I would also have to pay for my own meals. I would accompany the merchant team to the riverside town and go down the river from there. I had gained 4 levels and skills. I will be able to make it to the southern city. Finally, tomorrow is the departure for the southern city. Aldo-san and the others are buying dinner for me tonight, so let's go hunting for horned rabbits and have 2 whole roasted rabbits cooked for us. Name, Wataru Toyomi. Age, 20. Race, human. Occupation, ship's captain. Level 20. Physical strength, 480 magic power, 46 strength, 50 intelligence, 60 dexterity, 56 luck, 15 skills. Language comprehension, unique. Ship summoning level 1, unique. Spearmanship level 1, archery level 1. Balance, 3 gold coins, 63 silver coins, 85 copper coins. Striving for the luxury liner. Volume 1 Chapter 14. Enjoy. Chapter 14. Quiet Talk. the depression of the creator god and the dissatisfaction of the gods. Yeah? Is everything alright? Yes, it's been a while since we had a visitor in this world. Oh, his name is Wataru Toyomi. He got drunk and fell into the sea and came to this world, didn't he? Whether it's good luck or bad luck, let's give him a ship summoning since his name sounds like it too, and also language comprehension. I hope he can entertain us. Please don't give him too much power. We had a lot of trouble at the time of the Demon King. I understand. The ship summoning is invincible from a defensive point of view when you are on the ship, but I have made it so that he cannot summon any ships that have offensive power. I've also sent him a message, so it won't be a problem. I hope it will have a positive impact on this world. Yes, I hope it will be fun. We haven't had a visitor in a long time. After all, tell everyone about it. Yes, but this person is falling into the meadow, right? Are you sure about the ship summoning? Ha ha. Well, I guess it's okay, right? Ha, you didn't think anything of it, did you? I always tell you, don't act on an impulse, think a little before you act. What are you talking about? I am the creator god. Of course, I thought about it. Aren't you a billion years too early to be lecturing me, the creator god? I am the god of light. Remember? Why are you looking at me like, what is this guy talking about? Look, huh? The creator god is greater than the god of light. I am greater than you by far. I have told all the other gods. They were bored, so they all gathered round. Please don't let it slide. Don't let the creator god's words go unspoken. Look, he ran into the horned rabbit. He ran away, didn't he? It's alright. It's alright. Look. He noticed his status. Why did you give him ship summoning when he's on the meadow? I mean, what's that? I can't help but feel sorry for him. Shut up. Ship summoning is a powerful skill, and it's an ordeal until he reaches the water's edge. Well, it seems he has some tact to summon a ship on land. What do you think about that, god of war? God of magic, huh? He's just trying out his skills for the time being. We cannot judge him yet. He's hunting rabbits again today. What a bore. God of entertainment, is he going to do anything interesting? I don't think so. He's serious and hardworking every day. It's the right thing to do, but as a god of entertainment, it makes me nauseous. If he didn't have all those skills and messages, he might have done something a little more interesting. Right. He can't act fancy with those damn skills, can he? Maybe I should give him some skills. How about you, god of magic? Ah. Good idea. If the god of war and the god of magic give skills, it might make things a little more interesting. As a god of entertainment, I can give him some skills to make things more interesting. If things continue as they are, this child will end up hunting horned rabbits for the rest of his life. It would be a waste of a person from another world, wouldn't it? I agree. I pity him with such skills. Shall I give him all magic attributes and increased magic power? Oh, you're all in on it. Then I'll give him a divine spear and physical enhancement. Then I'll go with probability fluctuation. Something interesting might happen. Hey, god of war, god of magic, god of entertainment, don't talk nonsense. The ship summoning I gave him is enough. Ship summoning is not a useless skill, you know. If that's the case, then why is this guy coming to this other world and being stuck in there? I've never seen an otherworldly person so inconspicuous. It's probably because of his shitty skills and the message you sent him. That's right. The behavior of otherworldly people is usually much more interesting. I agree. I can only think it's a poor choice of skills. What a thing to say to the creator god. Anyway, you shouldn't give him any skills. This child is best suited with ship summoning. If that's the case, do something about it. If you don't do something about it, it will be too boring. Well, calm down. It is too much for you to give him skills as well. The creator god will not leave things as they are, so please give him a little more time. If the god of light says so, I'll wait and see, but if he doesn't change, I'll give him skills. Why do you listen to the god of light and rebel against me? Are you in a rebellious phase? You're in a rebellious phase, huh? Shut up. If you're going to do something, do it now. I can't believe this attitude toward the creator god. Well, I'll talk to him when he comes to church. Will he come to church? This child hunts horned rabbits every day without taking a day off. I'm getting tired of it, so I'm going back. Let me know if there is any progress. I guess we're going home, too. Don't keep us waiting too long. Hey, god of light. Why are they being so bossy? As the creator god, should I give them a stern talking to? You've got to get him to come to church somehow, don't you? What will you do? Are you ignoring me? Hey, Don't get ahead of yourself. I'll wait and see how things go for a while, and if he doesn't show up, I'll give him an oracle. It's not good to mess with the lower world, so it would be great if he came by himself. Let's have a conversation. It's important to catch up on words. After a while, Creator God Sama, that child has come into the church. That's good. I didn't have to give an oracle. I'll leave the rest to you. Okay, here we go at last. He hasn't changed much, has he? Should we give him the skill already? Please calm down, God of War. After listening to the Creator God, he has decided to do it. He will travel to the southern city after training, so he will probably change from there. Maybe? Well, it can't be helped. As expected, he can't deal with emergencies with that skill set. It can't be helped. If he had been given a more useful skill, he wouldn't have had to spend so much time and effort. The God of Light must have a hard time. Yes, it is very hard. God of Entertainment, can you help me too? No, thank you. Instead, I think it would be better to educate the Creator God. It is too late already. Striving for the Luxury Liner, Volume 1 Chapter 15. Here's the chapter. Also, I'm really sorry for the lack of update. I'm really busy last week, so I might try to bring them more this week. And please enjoy the chapter. Chapter 15, Quiet Talk. Watru as seen from the perspective of the townspeople. Watru from the perspective of the scary-looking old man. I sit at the counter during the busy guild hours. It is my role to seize any foolish adventurers when they act violently. One day, an ordinary-looking man with an ordinary face came into the guild. He looked tired and was fed up with the line at the reception counter. He looked at my empty counter, looked at the other receptionists, and after some conflict, he came to my counter reluctantly. I registered him as an adventurer, and he left with a tired look on his face. After that, he started hunting horned rabbits and bringing them to me every day. When I gave him a harsh look and urged him to come here, he came reluctantly to my counter. His eyes are staring at the beautiful receptionists of the guild, but I could not let him do so. Since then, it has become my life's work to keep him away from the beautiful receptionists of the guild. He didn't show up today. As I thought that, one of the receptionists told me. She recommended that he take the day off. He hadn't taken a day off at all. After that, he started training and stopped coming to the guild counter during busy hours. I was pissed off when I saw him happily waiting in line at the counter for the beautiful receptionist at the guild, so I tried to sit at the counter during the time he was coming, but he dismissed me, saying he didn't need my help. He ran away, and I lost him. Watru from the perspective of the fox-eared beautiful Anisan. An ordinary young man started delivering horned rabbits to the guild. He's polite but keeps glancing at my ears as if he's curious about me. He is an unusual type of young man for an adventurer. Requests for horned rabbits tended to get brushed away, and there were fewer and fewer requests, but after the young man started delivering horned rabbits, the number of requests began to increase again. He seems to know little about the basics and often asks questions. Other adventurers are taking on requests to take down goblins and other monsters in order to quickly advance in rank, but he is only taking on requests for horned rabbits, so I asked him why. Goblins are scary, he replied. He really is an unusual type of young man. Other adventurers take it for granted that they have to show off their strength, and they hate more than anything to be thought of as cowards. I'm a little curious to know how he was raised. Take care, I say, and have a good day. He replies happily, and it's a secret that I thought he was a little cute. For some reason, he seems to be fighting with the guildmaster in a way that I don't quite understand, and I often see that young man toddling to the guildmaster's counter. I wondered what he was doing there. It seemed to me that he was working too hard, so I suggested that he take a day off. The next day, he happily reported to me that he hadn't done any sightseeing before and that he had enjoyed his day off when he did. I was surprised that he hadn't even done any sightseeing. Then he asked me to introduce him to an instructor, saying he wanted to start training. When I expressed my disappointment at the decrease in the delivery of horned rabbits, he told me that other adventurers seemed to hunt horned rabbits when he talked to other adventurers. After that, the number of adventurers delivering horned rabbits increased. For some reason, the guildmaster wanted to sit at the counter at the time he came in, and when he dismissed him, saying that he didn't need him, the guy ran away. The smell of nonsense is in the air. Watru from the perspective of Aldo and the others. I thought he was a strange guy who hunted horned rabbits every day. But one day he started talking to me. He seemed to be interested in the forest and wanted to know what kind of place it was. When I told him it was too dangerous to go there alone, he replied that he was unsure whether to be an adventurer or a merchant and that it was hard to form a party. He said he would start training tomorrow, and he was a serious guy. He seems more suited to be a merchant or a craftsman than an adventurer. When I asked him about the horned rabbit, he simply told me he was making more money than our party by himself. I discussed it with the party, and we did as he taught us anyway, and our income easily tripled. He told us that it would not make us stronger and would slow down our coordination, so we tried to alternate between hunting goblins and hunting horned rabbits, but once we got used to hunting horned rabbits, the rewards were 6 times more than hunting goblins. The rewards are so different that goblin hunting is becoming pathetic. As Watru said, he was getting used to the training and wanted to find a temporary party to go to the forest. I told him I would take him to the forest, and he was happy to hear it. We're definitely benefiting from it more than he is, so it's only natural. He doesn't seem to understand the value of the horned rabbit's information at all. I'm worried about him becoming a merchant, too. He was a little nervous, but he was swinging his spear properly and seemed to be able to defeat the goblins easily. However, I was a little surprised when he started saying that slime was cute and started shouting mochi mochi fu when he touched it. Watru from the perspective of the guild's instructors. He's neither good nor bad, but he seems he could be at the general level. Watru from the perspective of the knife instructor. He's not suited for it. It will be no good if you close your eyes when an enemy approaches you. Don't use a knife. Other adventurers' perspectives. That guy hunts horned rabbits every day. How does he not get bored? Landlady X2. He hunts diligently every day, and he's polite and well behaved. If you just want to support me or have a particular novel in mind that you'd like to request, please join my Ko-fi or Patreon. The links are below. Once again, thank you Momo Clan.